Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon or evening, depending on where you're listening from. Welcome to Change of Pace Live. Joining us again for the Pakistan Super League Season 8. It's going to be a top-of-the-table team versus one of the teams that is struggling to make it to the top four. Islamabad United versus the Karachi Kings in what Islamabad called their home ground, the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Karachi did win the toss and elect to bat first. They're opening with Adam Rosington, who was, in great form, and last time he was out for the Kings. Sharjeel Khan, Tayyib Tahir, Shoaib Malik, Irfan Khan Niazi, Matthew Wade, Imad Wasim, Sharjeel Khan, Andrew Tai, Muhammad Amir, Tabriz Shamsi at 11. So no Qasim Akram, and we're almost halfway through the season for the Karachi Kings. The United, Colin Munro, Alex Hales, Rasif Introducin, Shadab Khan, Azam Khan, Asif Ali, Fahim Ashraf, Tom Curran, Mubassir Khan, Hassan Ali, and Rahman Rais, who opens the bowling there, and it's just driven away from the left-handed batsman towards the leg side. Sharjeel Khan, who takes his single, opens the batting, opens his account, and gets Islamabad on the board, as they would say. I hope you guys have been enjoying our coverage of the Pakistan Super League Season 8 so far this year. AZ keeps reminding me it's almost our third, if not fourth PSL season that we've been doing this with you guys. So it really is an honor and a pleasure. One of life's proper happinesses, for lack of a better term. Right, Adam Rosington with a slip in place as he drives this beautifully to a wide mid-off for no run. Very busy day here in the Change of Pace studios. Another massive launch coming in. High Pitch episode 2 is out on our YouTube. If you're following us on Twitter and Instagram, you should see it out there too. Sabah Malik is joined with Ahmed Hassan, a voice that you guys are all too familiar with. It's a really, really good show, I must say. I watch it even from a perspective that is not Change of Pace related. I know that I'm supposed to keep an eye on things just generally, but I just find it entertaining. It really is a proper conversation. The personalities are a really good mix. It's funny. It's everything that you want from a Pakistan Super League show, minus all the technicalities. I feel like cricket coverage of late, especially on our Twitter and our groups, has become highly technical, very agenda driven. Everybody's just trying to prove a point. There's always some guy who's just shoving statistics down your throat, another guy who's trying to win some sort of political battle, others just fishing for clout. This is a refreshing change, actually. Down the leg side from Rahman Rais, a full toss that should have been put away from Adam Rosington, but he misses out, crashes into his pads for no run. I just think it's a breath of fresh air and all the typical coverage that we get. Rahman Rais, he's had a brilliant comeback. Frankly speaking, the extent of his knee injury, I didn't think that we would ever see him play top-level cricket again, but, he is back for Islamabad, and frankly, he's been very, very good. In the air from Rosington, goes over the infield on the offside. It's not a well-connected shot, very uppish, but because it's the power play, it'll trickle down to the cover boundary for 4. 5 for no loss now, the Karachi Kings, after just 5 deliveries. That's the boundaries they need in the power play. Although in this Pakistan Super League season, not having a good power play seems to be working in the favor of the batting team. Last night, look, goodness me, I can't even start explaining, discussing, shedding my tears about what transpired to the Quetta Gladiators just a few hours ago last night. It was just a terrible, terrible display of cricket. Final ball of the first over now coming up. Rahman Rais goes too wide again. It's driven by Adam Rosington straight to mid-off for a single. And, of course, as soon as I talk about what transpired last night, the humiliation that was handed out to the Quetta Gladiators, AZ Khwaja jumps on the call of the commentary to, remind me of it. AZ, good evening to you.
Good evening, Musad. क्या हाल है आपके?
यार मेरे हालात तो इतने अच्छे नहीं हैं, आप बताएं.
यार, what happened yesterday आप लोगों के साथ यार?
I think it was one of the most embarrassing games of cricket I've ever seen.
It just shows you the prism that Lahore and Karachi are operating on. Lahore 50 for 7, they still pulled it out, and Karachi having the opposition 2 for 3 and hug diya. So that's just the spectrum of Pakistan Super League for you right now.
I think the golf inequality has never been more egregious.
Shout out egregious.
Right, Hassan Ali with the ball in hand.
यार ये मैच तो जीते यार कुछ तो bragging rights हो आपकी.
Right arm over, this time wide, outside off stump, slashes at it, Sharjeel Khan. Swing and a miss. किसकी bragging rights यार मेरी टीम तो बिल्कुल ही बैठी भी है.
हाँ वाकई यार अब तो
मुझे क्या
bragging
करना है
rights ही
कराची की
रहेगी.
bragging rights
bragging तो
लेके मैं
बहुत
क्या
दूर की
कहाँ
बात
लेके
है.
जाऊँ.
It's pretty sad, man.
Welcome Amir from the Tuk Tuk podcast.
Oh yes, Sumer bhai, welcome yaar. Very nice person and great podcast. Great bunch of lads.
Yeah. Alwali Biryani
Down
saying,
under Australia.
on the leg side, he's pulled this Sharjeel Khan. It's in the air. Oh, it's going to go all the way over square leg for 6. That's a brilliant shot. That's a swivel pull off the waist. Great hit. And it stayed hit for a while, even though it was a short
Washington
boundary.
and Sharjeel, what's happened? And Azam Khan in this game.
Hello,
Like
everybody.
I don't want to say anything, but you know what I mean.
Welcome to everybody on the
It's
chat.
a heavyweight clash to say the least.
Yeah. Get it all out now, Razy.
That's a fantastic shot, yaar. सही लगाई है.
Hassan Ali, he's been greeted heavily by Sharjeel Khan, driven away back to the bowler for no run. Gladiator with the comment saying, can anybody make sense of the Quetta Gladiator? Sorry?
आप पंच क्यों मार रहे
यार,
हैं
पंच बस
greeted
क्या है?
heavily? इसका क्या मतलब है?
I mean, it's a big hit. Large in size, all the way for 6.
Wow.
I mean, right, 11 for no loss. Gladiator with a comment that I'll read out now after this delivery as Hassan Ali is gearing up for another ball. He's already conceded 6 off his first 3. Sergil's got a 6 off of him as he drives this away to point for a single. Direct hit would have been interesting, but it just...
And Sharjeel loves to score against Islamabad United. सही case of the ex है.
He does. It's a proper pet team for
Yeah,
him.
even the red kid doesn't look that nice to look at. But ठीक है यार. It's such a mid effort.
Slightly, it's definitely far better than the pink one, I must say. That was
वो
horrendous.
तो बहुत ही horrendous है.
I will say it's really good news that Islamabad, for the first time in their history, will get 5 straight games at home at the Rawalpindi Cricket
Yeah,
Stadium.
that's cool, man.
That's awesome for them. Their
और
fans.
वो ऐसी franchise है जो effort करेगी इसको home ground बनाने की, I feel.
I hope so. I really do. All 6 of their fans have showed up today.
Wow.
12 for no loss after 1.4.
The bitter slander is really pouring out of Mossad.
You have no right to call anyone's franchise six-band.
भाई मेरी बात सुनो 90 पे आउट हो जाओ ज़्यादा चढ़ो ना.
Whoa.
मेरी टीम ने 50 पे कितने किए थे? 7?
वो तो सर्जी वो तो
And you still lost?
एसी की टीम थी ना वो मेरी टीम थोड़ी थी हम तो वैसे नॉर्मली हारे हैं. 12 for no loss
Love
after
it.
1.5.
No, I have no issues except for the fan slander because you guys literally have like 4 people.
यार अब हमारी सेपरेटिस्ट मूवमेंट चल रही होती है हम क्या करें.
ये गलत बात है. Take that back.
Final ball of the second over now coming. Hassan Ali this time. Oh, little delivery outside off.
मुझे इतना बुरा over नहीं कराया, all things considered.
Yeah, not bad. Just a 6 conceded. Rosington only managed to, well, just
वो तो understood है हसन अली ने एक चिक्का तो खाना ही है
for
over.
sure. Let's read this comment. Gladiator, can anybody make sense of the Quetta Gladiators' thinking? What has gone wrong? What has gone right, to be fair? That's my question. And is there any hope? There absolutely is not. They used to be so proactive and they can't understand. Well, that's the thing. Their proactivity is still stuck in about 3 to 4 years ago. They haven't been proactive in 3-4 years. They keep doing the same things and expect different results. That's literally the definition of idiocy. So I don't see things changing. When you give a captain you give anybody a job that's supposed to have an infinite lease on it, it's a recipe for disaster. Whether it's a dictator or whether it's a captain for cricket, it's just going to lead to a disaster. That's exactly what Quetta are
यार
experiencing.
Mossad, I never buy it when you do
Oh,
this.
pulled him! Rahman Race goes full straight and fast and he cuts through Sharjeel.
Yeah.
Knocks back the middle stump for the first wicket for Islamabad. 12 for 1.
यार Sharjeel, you literally have one job. Come into the ground and perform against Islamabad United. ये भी तुमसे नहीं होता अब. क्या सीन है इस बंदे का यार?
Oh, honestly, that was a hittable delivery. It wasn't that great.
सीधी मुंह में उसने गेंद दी है यार. 130.7 kph. क्या यार?
Basit Ali saying, you know what else is a mid-effort? Karachi not winning a regular season game against Islamabad for 3 straight season.
That's crazy. Is that true? Must be true.
Is that a no ball? No, it's fine. Plenty behind the line.
Completely played the wrong line of the ball, man. And Roman Reigns, his comeback from the dead continues. मतलब where was this guy's career in 2020, man? बिल्कुल ही no chance. And look at his comeback.
Yeah, maybe there's a Hassan Ali comeback on the cards too. He's been decent of late. Got that game with 3 wickets as well in the middle.
हसन अली, I mean, अगर इतने हमारे बुरे हालात हो कि हसन अली कोई बुलाना पड़ जाए फिर तो वाकई it's a
I mean,
dire
he's
situation.
not old yet, AZ. I mean, he's got age on his side.
He's not old, but there's so many like elite, options ahead of him these days. Ihsanullah ने अभी तक कैप नहीं किया
True.
पाकिस्तान के लिए.
True, true. I do think that he's in Babar's good books. That should help his career.
That is true.
And I mean, he's in our good books too, right? We kind of like idolized him after that 2017 campaign. But as is the case with Sarfraz and many other, that the novelty of the class of 2017 is withering away.
Yeah, I think he should transition into a red ball bowler. अब white ball छोड़ दो, हमारे पास बहुत options है.
Red
But
ball,
we need your
red ball bowling
smarts
is
and
not easy though, AZ. It's a lot of commitment.
it's not easy. That's what I'm saying. Do the tough stuff. तो अगर तुम test match regular बन सकते हो पाकिस्तान के लिए, that's a better option for you right now.
I'll tell you what, somebody who's done the tough stuff, done the hard yards, and made it this far is Tayyip Tahir. Been around in the first class circuit for a while now, picked up by the Karachi Kings, and so far he's had a good time at the PSL, striking of 138. 12 for 1, he's coming down at number 3. But AZ, what is with Karachi and not playing Qasim Akram? For the life of me, I cannot understand why he does not fit into the starting 11. He would be at least one of the first few names on the team sheet for me.
Yeah, we had such high hopes for him this PSL, and yeah, it's a mystery कि उसको एक match, literally एक match खिलाया और तब से पूरा PSL गायब है. He must be injured or sick or something must be wrong with him.
भाई insecurities हैं सिर्फ और कुछ नहीं है.
Driven this time
क्या
beautifully.
insecurity
Tayyip Tahir frees his arms. It's too wide from Reis.
Tay.
Plenty of room for him to go. TT through the offside. 16 for 1 now after 2.2. Ahmed makes a good point. We've seen so many spinners come through the Karachi system and just don't get the proper opportunity. It really is, and I don't like, pigeonholing myself into that reasoning. But it might just be Ahmad Wasim's insecurities, even though Qasim is a little different.
मेरा सिर्फ ये पॉइंट है कि बेन कटिंग जो है वो एज एन ऑलराउंडर खेल रहा है, ना बॉलिंग करवाता है ना बैटिंग कर पाता है 7 नंबर पे. सो बेहतर आप कासिम अकरम को खिलाएं.
He's a proper bat too, Qasim. 16 for 1. Reis this time much better with his line, but it's cut well from Tayyip Tahir on a third man for a single. 17 for 1 after 2.3 overs.
This guy has at least been a good find for KK.
Zain Said asking how was the tennis the other night? It was not bad.
क्या बना टेनिस पे?
Yeah, well, honestly, AZ Novak is just another animal right now. Honestly, he wiped the floor with this 39 ranked player from Holland. It was just
यानी गोट वही है.
annihilation, AZ. Annihilation. The movement this guy has laterally, it's quite crazy. 17 for 1, slow delivery by Reis, and it's been pummeled by Rosington, pass mid off for 4. That is a pie, if there ever was one.
यार this guy इतने सुकून से ये चौके मार रहा है PSL में, समझ नहीं आ रही मुझे क्या.
What do you know about Adam Rosington, AZ?
Yeah, apparently he absolutely murdered everyone in the SAT20. He took them to the title, the Sunrisers Pal, I believe. I think Ahmed Hassan को ज़्यादा पता है इसके बारे में.
जी मैंने भी उसी में ज़्यादा देखा है इसे, and I think he was one of those guys that was starting to come up in the T10 leagues and stuff as well.
Well, good for him. He's
He's
collecting
becoming
a
a
big
fixture.
paycheck.
Uncomplicated batting style इसका.
He's got great timing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's...
Doesn't even muscle it.
Yeah. There you go. This time he times it in the air, over cover, and I think that's gone all the way for 6.
Just inside, I think.
It may have hit the skirting, probably not. Let's have a look at the replay. Umpire signaled 4.
The pants is on.
But
for
that's a really
Islamabad.
good point that Ahmed makes. As we just described this shot, let's see where it ended up.
On the up मारा है यार उसने, बड़ी जबरदस्त
I mean,
shot.
he underlined किया, it's 4.
Yeah, that'll be boundary, just the 4 runs for it. Very similar in shape and size to Sharjeel Khan, but when it comes to batting style, he doesn't put a lot behind it. He just waits on it and uses that
He's-
timing-based
He's
power.
not as bottom-handed.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He's got more
hit with
shots
the
in his arsenal,
offside
too. There he goes,
the
this
drive.
time in the air. Finds the gap into the offside again. 4 more.
वही ये लड़ गया है भाई यूनाइटेड को.
Rahman Reis, expensive 3 boundaries back-to-back, 4 in the over. And now Karachi off to a flyer. Ahmed, are you slightly ahead of me?
I have no idea.
तो तुम ऐसे ही चौका कॉल कर रहे थे?
कब जब वो लैंड हुई है बॉल?
नहीं रिप्ले पे.
यार क्योंकि मैं आपको पता है मेरी आईसाइट आपसे बेहतर है.
हाँ ये तो है. 29 for 1 after 3. Race has gone for
आप
22
फेक
in his
कमेंट्री
coup.
कर रहे हैं?
आईसाइट और क्रिकेटिंग सेंस दोनों.
वाओ.
16 off 10 Rosington. Tayyip 5 off 2.
यार मुसाद मेरे ऊपर जो फैट जोक्स बना रहा है.
ये तब से पंज मारी जा रहा है, हैवी वेट है ये, वो लिफ्टेड.
ट्विटर पे जो है इसने मुझे टैग करके मूवेबल ऑब्जेक्ट बोला है.
इसका
क्या
तो मैंने
मतलब हुआ?
कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिया था.
इसका क्या मतलब क्या हुआ?
आपका सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी बहुत अच्छा है.
मैं एडन हैजार्ड हूँ.
COJ.
Much of you wish, buddy. There he goes big this time. Tayyip Tahir, very agricultural, but he's gone for 6 over mid-wicket. It was a short delivery from the Rana, picked up from outside off, and he hammers
यार ये
this.
क्या पाई फेस्ट बॉलिंग है यार. इस्लामाबाद क्यों इतनी जहर फ्रेंचाइज है?
यार इजी पाई फेस्ट
I
बॉलिंग
can't watch this shit bowling, man.
ऑन द अप ये शॉट मारना, इट्स नॉट एन इजी शॉट.
That's the complete
वो तो
inverse
है
of
ही
the
है, लेकिन ये
Rosington, though.
क्या बॉलर है आपके
मैं
यार.
ये कहने वाला था ये लोग विराट कोहली बन गए हैं. यार हमारे बॉलर्स तो वैसे ही मतलब सरखेल टाइप बॉलर हैं हमारे.
सीरियसली.
यार सरखेल अच्छा लेफ्ट
ये
आर्म स्लो.
असद जूनियर और सरखेल है आपका बॉलिंग अटैक.
I swear man.
35 for 1 after 3.1. But that's a lot of bottom hand, huh? It's very anti-Adam
That's a
Rosington.
crazy six, man. कितना दूर मारा है उसने.
This time he just opens up and places his to third man for a single.
I honestly really like the way this kid bats, man. And we talked about him coming into the ODI setup as well. I think it's time.
100%.
भाई हमारी एज का ही है भाई ये.
यार हमारे लिए बच्चे हो गए ना अब ये.
He's
He's like
29.
29, man.
Yeah, okay, if it's okay. बच्चा कोई भी बच्चा हो सकता
Sometime
है.
is okay.
He's
कोई
older
भी
than I
बच्चा
am
हो
actually.
सकता है.
हमने कहा था कि तुम एज फजिंग ना करो.
पाकिस्तान में जो है वो कोई भी अंकल हो सकता है और कोई भी बेटा हो सकता है.
ये तो है.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that.
या बेसिकली यहाँ सरखेल जो है वो थोड़ा सा आई डोंट नो मीडियम पेस स्पिन मीडियम स्पिनर है वो.
Medium spinner. 36 for 1. This time a straight delivery punched exquisitely
Good
from
shot.
Rosington to mid-on. Just a single.
तो शुक्र है हमारे पास जो है वो साउथ अफ्रीकन था वरना गया था ये.
Yeah, good fielding. I think Rassi Venerdus has been really good for you guys this season.
Yeah, I've always liked him as a player, as a batsman. I think T20 is probably his most underrated format.
Yeah.
तो वैसे अगर हेल्स खेला तो आपने क्या मनर्स को निकाला है?
Manor's injured है ना?
अच्छा हाँ, वो अंगूठा तोड़वा के बैठा हुआ है. Yes.
जी. It's a good fit for us actually.
Yeah, makes
मुझे ये
sense.
बताएं कि हमारे जो फेवरेट हैं वो खेल रहे हैं या नहीं?
Driven this time past point. Good shot from Tayyip Tahir. And it'll be a single. कौन है आपका
आसिफ-
कौन
favorite?
है आपके फेवरेट?
आसिफ अली जो है वो अभी
Oh.
भी सुहेब मकसूद क्यों बैठा हुआ है?
हाँ ये भी है.
मुझे सिर्फ ये
यार, आसिफ
आपकी
अली की
नंबर
आप-
4 बैटिंग फैसिनेशन है ना.
आसिफ अली की आप बात करें जो आप लोगों ने हमें इफ्तिखार भेजा है. उसका क्या करें
यार
हम?
वो तो
यार 250 मारी उसने और क्या
50
चाहिए.
मेनिया नहीं है, उसने तो बस पागल बनाया हुआ है तुम लोगों को.
यार मैं अभी आप एक बात
हाँ,
करने वाला हूँ.
वाकई
इसी आप सुनने इस बॉल के बाद 38 for 1 after
मुझे तो
3.
जहर लगता है इफ्तिखार ऑलवेज.
जहर नहीं लगता, इतना भी बुरी नहीं है.
मुझे
क्योंकि
तो
वो आपका क्लासमेट था इसलिए.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, good slow delivery from Fahim. Well disguised. Goes to short third man. It should just be the one.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Bro, he's the biggest PSL bottler, man.
मेरी बात सुने. कल की मैं एक बात करना चाहता हूँ सिर्फ. कल बगैरती तो हुई है, सबसे बगैरती हुई है. ठीक है ना?
Yes, हुई.
और टीम जो है मुकम्मल बगैरती कर रही है. पूरा सीजन बगैरती गुजर रही है. और कल मैं चुप रहा
सही
हूँ.
बात.
कल मैं चुप रहा हूँ. आतिफ भाई आए हुए थे, थोड़ा डेकोरम रखना पड़ता है, मेहमान नवाजी करनी पड़ती है. बट मेरी
सही
जो है ना,
बात है.
सही मैं तपा हुआ था कल. फिर उसके बाद मैं कल आज सुबह उठा हूँ, मैं तबसरे वगैरह पढ़ रहा हूँ, मैं देख रहा हूँ क्या लोग कह रहे हैं. मुझे किसी ने बताया, किसी ने लिखा हुआ था 39 for 1 as Rahman Rais is going to continue here for the Islamabad United. Fahim Ashraf, sorry, to finish his first over. Comes down the track. What a shot from Tayyip Tahir. Over long on for 6. Take a picture of that and frame it. That is
Wow.
perfect.
Wow.
Man,
That's
this guy is
ridiculous.
amazing.
That is ridiculous, man. What a shot.
भाई ये पिच कितने रन है इस पिच में?
Dude, pitch
That's-
छोड़ो, लेकिन the way that he approached that,
हाई एल्बो बहुत प्यारा मारा है यार.
picturesque.
78 meters 6 down the ground for
19
half
ऑफ
a
6 पे
dozen.
चला गया भाई.
Racing
What a
away with
pants.
this game right now. Karachi 45 for no loss. अच्छा वापस
Bro,
आते हैं
हो ही
मौजू
ना
पे.
जाए. सोचो अगर आज जीत गया केके.
मजा आ जाएगा. अच्छा वो मौजू पे आ जाते हैं थोड़ा जो हम
जी,
बात
जी, जी.
बात कर रहे थे. कप्तानी जो है 54-7 तक ठीक थी. नसीम को वापस आ रहा था जब नया बैटर आ रहा था, जब बैटिंग सेट हुई तो उसने अच्छे बॉलर भी ले आए. ही पुट एन आर्म अराउंड सम ऑफ द यंग गाइज व्हेन थिंग्स वर नॉट गोइंग वेल. ठीक है, जो भी हुआ, बैटिंग उसकी बिल्कुल ही बेकार थी सरफराज की. वो तो पिछले 3-4 साल से है, उसमें कोई नई बात नहीं है. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि लोग जो तबसरा करते हैं वो ब्लेम कर रहे हैं कि भाई आप सरफराज खुद क्यों नहीं आया, उसने इफ्ती को क्यों भेजा. इफ्ती तो लेग स्पिन नहीं खेल सकता और उस वक्त लेग स्पिनर लगा हुआ था. मुझे सिर्फ ये बताएं कि अगर आप PSL लेवल के क्रिकेटर हैं, चलो इंटरनेशनल तो मैं छोड़ दो ना, वो तो पाकिस्तान के लिए जो ये लोग देते हैं वो तो हमें पता ही है. अगर आप इंटरनेशनल PSL लेवल के क्रिकेटर हैं तो आपसे 2 बॉलें लेग स्पिन की नहीं खेली जाती. 2 बॉलें. मैं मानता हूँ आपका मैचअप नहीं है. राशिद के 3.4 ओवर्स हो गए थे. इफ्तिखार को सिर्फ और सिर्फ 2 बॉलें निकालनी थी. वो लीव भी कर सकता था 2 बॉलें, कोई कुछ नहीं कहता. अगर आप अपने अनफेवरेबल मैचअप के खिलाफ सिर्फ 2 बॉलें भी नहीं खेल सकते तो फिर आप घर बैठो यार.
सही बात है. ये सिर्फ ये स्टैट मर्चेंट्स है जो ये बकवास करते रहते हैं.
ठीक है, मैं मानता हूँ, मैं बिलीव करता हूँ मैचअप्स में. मैं मार्कसीम नहीं हूँ.
क्रिकेटर है, कोई 32 साल से खेल रहा है.
Punched on the ground. That's a really well-timed shot from Adam Rosington. And I tell you what, brilliant fielding from Hassan Ali in the deep, who puts in a proper dive to keep it to just 2. Good cricket all round. 47 for 1 after 4.2. मुझे सिर्फ मतलब एक मैम, I believe in matchups. I am not of the school of thought of Imad Wasim, but I'm saying ये एक हद तक मैचअप चलते हैं. ठीक है, अगर राशिद के 3 ओवर बाकी है ना तो मैं नहीं भेजूँ इफ्तिखार को, मैं सरफराज को ही भेजूंगा. बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं. उसकी 2 बॉलें बाकी थी सिर्फ. मतलब अजीब यार. 47 for 1 after 4.2. I tell you what,
the match was over once Smeed got out, to be quite frank.
Yeah, pretty much.
Smeed
Oh, his chance for a run out here. They went for the paddle. Tayyip Tahir was halfway down the pitch, but Azam Khan and both Tom Kerr and two slow to pick up the ball, and they pick up a leg by here. 48 for 1 after 4.3. क्या कह रहे थे इस?
जहाँ स्मीड LBW पकड़ा गया तब मैच खत्म हो गया था, to be quite frank.
बट इस तरह होना तो नहीं चाहिए था यार. वो इतना भी स्कोर नहीं था.
होना तो नहीं चाहिए था. I think 40 पता नहीं कितना था of 30. बिल्कुल doable equation थी.
मतलब कुछ भी नहीं था यार. और बाकी रही सरफराज की बात, भाई वो एक्सपायरी डेट क्या, वो तो मतलब अब डेट मिट गई है उसके ऊपर. मतलब फास्ट बॉलिंग तो शुरू से उसका जब शुरू में आया था ही वुड एक्चुअली प्ले फास्ट बॉलिंग प्रीटी डिसेंटली. बट अब उसका ये हाल है कि अगर 120 से ऊपर डिलीवरी है तो वो कनेक्ट ही नहीं हो रही. उसने सिर्फ शाहीन को एक चौका मारा है और वो ही हैड टू लिटरली कम हाफ वे डाउन द ट्रैक एंड मैन्यूवर इट थ्रू द कवर्स फॉर अ बाउंड्री. वो भी खड़े नहीं मार सका. वो
अच्छी शॉट थी वैसे.
शॉट अच्छी थी, बट थिंक ऑफ इट टेक्निकली इजी दैट ही doesn't have enough power that he had to come down the track to generate that shot.
Seriously,
yeah, but I think that's gone with.
यार या तो ओपन करे या 9 पे आए, इसका यही हाल है.
तो ओपन कहाँ करेगा अगर उसे पेस नहीं खेली जा रही तो ओपन
नहीं खेलेगा.
पावर प्ले में कोई तुक्के मार ले,
नहीं खेलेगा. बस सिंपल तरीका है कि नहीं खेलेगा. क्यों हम हमेशा उसको कहीं ना कहीं घुसा रहे हैं?
एग्जैक्टली. आप जो उसको जबरदस्ती फिट कर रहे हैं उसकी जगह नहीं बनती
यार. 2019 में 2020 में भी रिटायरमेंट ले लेता, लेजेंड होके रिटायर होता.
यही बात है.
48 for 1 after 4.4. रमीज भाई की बहुत बातें गलत हैं. एक बात वो सही कहते हैं कि भाई पाकिस्तानी क्रिकेटर डज नॉट नो व्हेन टू रिटायर. दैट्स अ शॉर्ट बॉल फ्रॉम.
कहावत है ये, लिव लॉन्ग हीरो. क्या होता है लिव लॉन्ग?
यार असल में हमें ना इज्जत रास नहीं आती. हमें जब तक इज्जत मिल रही होती है हमें वो रास नहीं आती. हम अपने आपको
हमने पहले 3 सीजन हमने दी इज्जत. अब आप देखें,
आप इज्जत की तो बात किया ही ना करें ना. आपसे तो बात हो ही नहीं सकती.
हम डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन, हम जो
बात को रद्द ही कर रहा हूँ. मैं कह रहा हूँ सरफराज अहमद को जितनी इज्जत मिली उसको इज्जत एक पॉइंट पे आगे रास नहीं आई. अब वो इस ऐसी सिचुएशन में आ गया है कि वो वाकई बोझ बन गया. एंड द फैक्ट दैट ही डिड स्कोर दैट 100 इन कराची एंड एवरीथिंग जस्ट मेक्स यू थिंक कि अच्छा भाई एबिलिटी इतनी भी नहीं गई लेकिन एप्लीकेशन बिल्कुल नहीं है.
सही बात है.
Oh, comes on the track. This time he hasn't. Oh, it's gone. Easy catch. He is not connected. Tom Curran picks up a freebie. Easy catch at mid-off. 49 for 1.
ये PSL में यार. Unbelievable.
ये ऐसे माठे बॉलर चल जाते हैं यहाँ पे.
यार तैयब ये क्या किया यार तुमने वैसे?
But honestly, it's a terrible shot because we just talked about him playing, things on the up, on top of the bounce. It's not going to connect every time.
उसकी भी बॉल चिपक गई पिच में और वो पहुंची ही नहीं उसके पास.
Yep. और नजर आया आपको पिछली 2 डिलीवरीज पे कि बॉल थोड़ी फंस रही थी विकेट में. Just need to be a bit careful or play across the line. I think you need to go square on that shot. Don't try and punch it on the up over mid-off. Super high risk.
अब फिर ये अंडर प्रेशर आ गए. Speaking of under pressure, आ जाओ भाई तुम.
Yeah, 49 for 2. In steps Shoaib Malik.
And you know what he's not gonna do?
Deliver.
I'm gonna do it. वो कोई सिंकू है?
सिंकू ऐसा वैसा. Great mind thinks alike.
A team based in Karachi cannot get rid of Safi. The Karachi mafia will go after them with a vengeance, like Jet went
यार
after
ये
Babar.
कौन सी थी जहाँ जो जर्नलिस्ट सिलेक्ट करते
ये
हैं.
गौतम है, कराची नहीं है.
हाँ मतलब अजीब मतलब कासिम अकरम को सिलेक्ट नहीं करना, उस पर कोई हाईलाइट नहीं करेगा. बात ये है कि the journalists do not pick your starting 11s. I'll tell you what shuts people up, AZ, if you start winning. Doesn't matter who you drop, who you play. If you win, nobody can question anything. Not a bad strike rate from Shoaib Malik. Career strike rate at the PSL of 130. 14 50s.
He's always been productive, लेकिन वही है, never won a PSL.
Yeah, he's a run machine, just at the wrong time. 49 for 2. It's still a good power play for the Karachi Kings in terms of their run rate and plenty of batting to come. But they have lost Tayyip Tahir.
Bro, but the way this pitch is playing, 220 से आप कम कर ही नहीं सकते.
220. Malik this
Bro,
time gets a wide one, cuts
not
well
good
through
pitch,
the offside. There's a sweeper that is not there. It'll be 4.
देख लो.
50 out for the Karachi Kings. 53 for 2 with one over the power play still to come.
Maybe he's gonna do it. शॉट तो बहुत प्यारी थी यार. नाइस, गुड बैलेंस.
Yeah, लेकिन जिस तरह ये पिछली बार आउट हुआ है पिछले मैच में,
यार दैट वाज हिलेरियस.
has to be one of the worst dismissals I've ever seen.
इसकी बाउंसर पे आउट हुआ था ये.
I think कोई मीडियम पेसर टाइप था. I think वो उमर जई था. I think
वैसे टॉम करन पे भी कोई आउट होता है तो ये ताहिर शर्म
आमिर जमाल था.
फिर है ना उसकी.
भाई टॉम करन वो फिर वही डेटा पिक है. आपको पता है मनी बॉल जो फॉर्मूला है वो ऐसे प्लेयर्स पे चल जाता है.
यार अहमद, if you guys make the final, fair enough. If you don't, it's still a failure.
No, I think the franchise is not there.
In the air, it's chipped by Rosington Bear. Should be taken. It is.
Yeah, no.
Wow, mild racism alongside, but once again the deception.
Rosington Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
The
Paddington
change of
Bear.
pace. यार आरवीडी तो आपको पता है इतना वैसी आराम से कैच पकड़ लेता है, कोई हद
यार
नहीं.
वैसे जबरदस्त बॉल डाली है हसन अली ने.
Yeah, he seems to be crediting Mubassir Khan for it, and I think it's the right thing. They recognize how he loves to play down the ground.
Hard
The
hands.
change of pace is perfect for him. चलो भाई, franchise को वैसे.
टॉस कौन जीता था आज?
KK.
Okay.
But that was a good, well-disguised cutter. I can't believe Adam didn't read.
बहुत अच्छी बॉल डाली है,
that, to be
जबरदस्त
fair.
बॉल
He should have
डाली
read that.
है.
Right.
वही दो dismissal going hard at the ball.
53 for 3. Just to remind you guys that this is a bit of a must-win game for the Karachi Kings. They lose tonight, it's all over.
It's all over, man. अब 2 of 7 से तो नहीं बंदा.
It's actually not just all over from them, AZ. It's all over for the league because the top 4 will be locked in.
Yeah, because you guys aren't doing anything.
No, absolutely not. We've refused to play.
Yep. So what exactly is then the future of the PSL if these two sides continue the way that they are?
To be fair, Ahmed, Karachi actually haven't been that bad.
यार आपने NBA में देखा था ना, क्लिपर्स उससे छीन ली थी, इनसे छीन लो.
No, but Ahmed, like if we're being objective, Quetta have been absolutely horrid, but Karachi have not been bad.
Look, okay, hold on. Let me just again go back to the point that
Look at he escaped.
No, yesterday you had a side 7 down inside 60 runs.
Yeah.
So your performance isn't terrible, but it's just like
No, it's terrible. If you lose from there, it's terrible.
yeah, the rest of it is terrible as well. But
We've had 10 good overs in the PSL, Ahmed, and the one game that we won was because of a Martin Guptill
a miracle.
anomaly,
Bro,
basically.
They need to hire a proper coach and analyst, take away the reins of the team from this Sarfraz and Moin Umar CC camp. ये बस कर दो यार.
Yeah. It can't be it cannot be an extension of Umar Associates.
तुम नाज़माबाद कप नहीं खेले, बस कर दो.
You know the thing that I really like about the Lahore Qalandars, right? Fine, they struggled for 5 seasons, but then at some point Rana Saab realized he doesn't need to be there. He has people that can come in and do the job. And they've found a way to work that out, right? So they've hired some of the people that can do the work. They need to do the same thing with Quetta. I mean, you can't continue with this
I honestly think that we need to pay a lot more respect to Aqib Javed as well. He's been doing great work.
Yeah, Aqib Javed के साथ भी तो लोग हैं ना, ऐसी बात नहीं है. I think those guys are the ones that made the difference.
I've just been watching
stepping up.
I've been watching a lot of behind the scene videos for Lahore.
यार बेसिकली टीम शाहीन और वीजा ही चलाते हैं और वो दो आपके एलीट प्लेयर हैं जो टॉप परफॉर्मर हैं. इनके लीडरशिप ग्रुप में कौन है? सरफराज और कौन? नवाज. Come on, man.
And frankly, I have to say this.
जो इतना इनसिक्योर कैप्टन था इवन व्हेन ही वाज लीडिंग द पाकिस्तान टीम, तो वो अब क्या, वो बेचारा वो अपने माइंड में ही फंसा हुआ है.
Yeah, and he's the thing is you cannot be a good captain if you're not performing.
Exactly, 100%.
It's just even if you look at the peak of Sarfraz's captaincy, that was happening when he was a decent player.
Yeah, I think the only player that's really stuck in his team without being a top performer was Darren Sammy, and he was at one point an exceptional captain. I think
He just
that's what
was,
set him
and
apart.
he's a people's champ in that way. 5.3 overs gone, 55.
यार मेन बात वही थी ना कि
for three.
जो टीम के स्टार्स थे वो खुश थे कि वो चला रहा है टीम.
Nope.
They didn't care.
No ball
They played
from
carefree.
Hassan Ali.
यार हसन, एक काम सही करते हो बाकी जो उल्टे.
You had one job, bro.
And that means Ahmad Wasim's going to be given a free hit here.
इमाद कैप्टनसी और परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी दे रहा है डिस्पाइट इट ऑल.
मैंने पहले भी ये बात कही थी और मैं अभी भी इस बात पे कायम हूँ कि इन दोनों ने, आमिर ने और इमाद ने, जो परफॉर्मेंसेस दी हैं वो अपने करियर्स के लिए दी हैं, कराची को जितवाने के लिए नहीं दी.
वो तो
But
ठीक
But
है लेकिन
that's a paradox.
It is, but that's the thing. Sometimes those numbers and things that you see are not ideal for the situation that you're in, right? Those numbers out of context, those performances out of context will look great, but there are moments where you require to go a step further.
Well, there you go. Ahmad Wasim smacks this over the cover fielders for 4. Brilliant shot from him, and the runs do add to the team's total, and they count again tonight. 60 for 3 after 5.4.
अब अपने होम ग्राउंड में नहीं मारेगा तो किधर मारेगा. व्हाट अ शॉट दो.
It's a good hit, isn't it?
इसके भी थोड़े से कमबैक विस्पर्स चल रहे हैं वैसे.
If he can hit the long ball, AZ, why not have him instead of Asif
No
Ali in
man,
the
no
T20
way,
11?
please.
या कमबैक विस्पर्स होने चाहिए ना. T20 जो bilateral सीरीज आ रही है उनमें खिलवाओ.
Oh, that could have been an
Fine.
interesting take. It was chipped
Because
right
they-
past Hassan Ali, who was diving onto his left to almost catch that.
Those series mean nothing, and I'd rather him play ahead of the guys that are going to make the 11 anyway. Give everyone the competition, but give the guys who are performing a chance, like him. Play him in a series which doesn't make a difference for us.
Well, I'm giving you guys an opportunity, an offer here. What about Ahmad Wasim for Asif Ali in the T20 side?
I don't think he has the same
स्किल सेट सेम
skill set. Yeah, I think it
Six hitting
varies,
ability,
man.
we've seen it.
Yeah, देखो PSL में भी वो कौन सा मैच जितवा के जा रहा है, उससे नहीं
जितवा
finish
के
हो
तो नहीं
रहा.
जा रहा, सही बात है.
यही,
Driven
that's
this
my
time.
point. If Asif Ali is going to play as a finisher or someone that's going to come in crunch situations,
और
Imad
मिडल
Wasim-
ओवर्स में इमाद से भी स्पिन नहीं खेली जाती है. वो राशिद वगैरह नहीं टच होने उससे.
Single taken to deep point. 61 for 3 after the power play. Honors even.
Yeah, I'd say
एक
the
एक्स्ट्रा
run
विकेट
rate.
गिर गई कराची की वजह से.
I think the run rate gets cancelled out by that extra wicket.
Well, the Kings will be looking for that 200 score tonight.
अब मसला ये है कि इस्लामाबाद वाले इस ग्राउंड पे चेस किए बगैर कोई भी मैच नहीं जीत सकते. They legit don't have the bowling to defend. So every single time they play here, they're
इस ग्राउंड के हर ग्राउंड में इनका यही हाल है.
हर ग्राउंड में चलो कहीं ना कहीं तो आपको कोई ऐसा ग्राउंड मिलेगा जहाँ किसी दिन स्पिन जो है थोड़ी सी आपकी काम आ जाएगी. इस पर्टिकुलर ग्राउंड पे डिमेंशंस के साथ और विकेट्स के साथ there's no real hope for them besides chasing every time.
What is Hertha Berlin?
Hertha Berlin.
क्लब है, बुंडेसलीगा क्लब
Yep.
है.
Oh, actually, I've never heard of them before.
तो मैं वैसे मैं क्या कहूँ यार, छोड़ो.
यार बुंडेसलीगा तो मैंने कभी नहीं देखी जिंदगी में.
आप ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हैं उसका नाम?
Mubassir finally getting a chance. He's been one of
Anyways,
those
यार ये भी
bystanders.
कोई ओवर हाइप्ड है वैसे to be quite
They've
frank.
tweeted for the
T20
PSL. They've
नहीं
also
है
put
ये.
out a photo of Shaheen Afridi.
And
I don't
Prince
know. How
Boateng.
did that happen? That was interesting.
That's crazy, isn't it?
क्योंकि they just got a Pakistani coach, Atiq Zaman as the head coach of Germany
Yeah,
cricket.
मैं एक्चुअली बताऊं क्या चाह रहा हूँ इस वक्त कि शादाब आए बॉलिंग करवाने और इमाद वसीम उसको मारे फेंटा. ठीक है, और फिर जो स्पाइसीनेस बढ़ेगी ना उसके बाद. That's
By the way,
what I-
Shadab's
they don't
batting
like
this
each
tournament's been pretty quiet.
Shadab's been average overall right now. He's recovering from injury, but I
कौन
need
सा
that.
average? He's been dog shit.
Well, you know, sometimes okay.
Average.
Mubassir to the
Man,
attack.
you know, family friendly.
4 ओवर करा नहीं पा रहा वो अपने.
Yeah, नहीं हो रहा, and that's why I'm surprised that he keeps pushing himself up the order. He should be playing a better batsman ahead of him and drop someone like Asif Ali.
Yeah.
Why is my man Sohaib Maqsood not getting a chance?
ये जब भी ये इसको इस्लामाबाद वाले इसका ईगो फीड करते हैं ना बैटिंग के बारे में, उसका बेड़ा गर्क हो जाता है.
Drives this too long off. 6.3 overs gone. 64 for 3.
आप दोनों से एक और सवाल पूछना है. बाबर आजम obviously, you know, T20s में इसकी कैप्टनसी पे और सारी चीज़ों पे बहुत सारे सवाल उठते हैं. Would you at this stage, and I think the answer I know from you, AZ, but from Mossad maybe it might be different. Would you take Shadab Khan as your next captain or Shaheen Afridi?
Oh, it's interesting. AZ, you can go first.
Of course not Shadab. Hell no.
Why hell no, though?
Bro, Shaheen, bro.
No, but it's not because Shadab
No,
is
I mean
bad.
he's the vice captain of your team.
I honestly feel Shadab as captain is overhyped based on what?
Passion.
The beard
इनके इस्लामाबाद के कहने पे इनके क्या
Passion.
रिजल्ट है पिछले 4 साल में?
defended away this time to long on for a single.
Yeah, वो एक साल तो हमारे ग्रुप स्टेज अच्छा गया था ना.
65 for 3.
नहीं, आपकी टीम तो हमेशा ओपी होती है हर साल, लेकिन वही क्रंच मोमेंट्स में आप हमेशा आप लोगों ने हक दी है.
जी वो लाहौर वाला आपका जो मोमेंट है उससे बड़ा मोमेंट कौन सा होगा?
It's funny because this team hasn't made the
Bro,
final
the
since Misbah
PSL
Haq.
6 bottle was worse than that.
It's fine. It happens.
Mubassir Khan continuing here, right arm. And this is going down the leg side, worked away by Imad for a single quiet phase of play here. Will start right after the power play. Both Imad and Malik have been the majority where the runs have come for Karachi this season.
यार दानियाल मुबस्सिर की ना 50 है ना 100 है, वन करियर स्ट्राइक रेट 120 है T20 का. किस बेसिस पे हम इसको हाइप कर रहे हैं? अच्छा प्लेयर है, लड़का तगड़ा है, लेकिन ही इज नॉट अ T20 प्लेयर एज सच.
Flick this time down the ground, long on for a single. 7 overs gone, 67 for 3.
अगर वो है भी नहीं तो इसी उसको हम इस्लामाबाद वाले इतना मौका ही नहीं देते कि वो सामने आके दिखाए कि वो कितना अच्छा है कितना बुरा है. He bowls like 2 overs every 6 games.
नहीं, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग लाइक इन T20 ही इज नॉट, मतलब एज अ लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोस्पेक्ट ही इज वेरी हाईली रेटेड. पाकिस्तान तो ये कंफर्म खेल जाएगा.
I think as a first class player he's your guy.
He's very good. He's very good. In the QEA2 Quiat sounds like a South Korean car brand.
You didn't have to, you could have just left that thought in your head.
नहीं यार, क्यों? अब हम कमेंट्री कर रहे हैं तो लोग सुन रहे हैं. We have to give them our
लोग सुन रहे तो
inputs.
जो मर्जी आए.
67 for 3 after 7. AZ, we don't do this very often on this show, but I would like to take a very special moment out and wish a happy birthday to my hero, a legend, Inzamam al-Haq, who's 53 today.
Oh yes, the Sultan of Multan, the original Big Bear, the legend.
I think we're still looking for a better ODI batter.
यार अब बाबर आजम तो आ गया है.
आने दो. Cut away this time to point for no run.
नहीं, ये इस बात से मैं आपकी अब डिसएग्री करता हूँ कि इंजी भाई ग्रेट थे, सारी चीजें थी.
And Saeed Anwar was better than him.
Yeah, Babar Azam's gone past him.
Okay, well, is Babar better than Saeed?
Oh,
He's approaching those levels.
Worked away this time on the leg side for a single.
that's a very very good.
भाई all time highest average एक बंदे की है 60 की. He's got what in less than 100 less matches, a similar amount of hundreds.
Unbelievable.
But Inzamam would win you games.
Yes, but Babar Azam in terms of ODIs, his record speaks for itself.
Well,
I think
Bro, we could barely win
अपना
bilateral ODIs before Babar.
ये शोएब जट स्लैंडर जो है ना अपने अंदर रखो.
It's not slander. I'm not disgracing Babar. Worked away
No,
this
I
time.
mean you're raising questions.
You're disgracing yourself.
Look,
Deep
you can
square.
you can question him in T20s, but in ODIs he's
ODI
No, I
में तो
actually
बहुत
don't question him in
होती है
any
यार,
format. I
बहुत.
think he's the best batsman I've seen to play for Pakistan.
नहीं,
but-
अब तुम backtrack कर रहे हो
I
ताकि तुम
think
report now.
I think Inzi as an ODI match winner was goated.
I think Inzi as an ODI match winner was misrepresented in your eyes because you watched a very specific period of Inzi.
That is also true. Oh, that's crashed into Shadab Khan's hands, but it went on the bounce, so no catching opportunity on the dot delivery.
Inzi भाई ने कोई 400 मैचेस खेले थे
69 for 3.
और इंजी भाई का जो डिक्लाइन था ना एक पॉइंट पे आके आई थिंक AZ will remember better than most. He was out, like he couldn't make the side for years.
Yeah, वो तो
He wasn't
हर
that
बंदे पे
guy.
Yeah, sometimes okay.
Yeah, but he was not the guy that was performing. He came back.
मसला ये था कि इंजी भाई left a lot of centuries on the table because of his average fitness.
Yeah.
Dude, he had like what 83 50s and
89 50s हैं शायद.
83
89
50s in one days, yeah.
सोचो
कितनी है?
यार.
83 and then 10 hundreds. But he also was.
So मुझे मैंने 83 कैसे वैसी बोल दिया, but चलो. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it wasn't like he was always batting at number 4 or 5. At some point, he was able to come up, and he never
He
actually
left a
did try
lot
and
of
go up.
centuries on the table, man.
Yeah.
A
No
lot.
dot delivery.
Yeah,
Good over.
तुम ये
from-
सोचो early 2000s में Pakistan would opt to send Abdul Razak as your one down batsman when someone like Inzamam was still in your lineup. My personal opinion, I think Mohammad Yusuf is a very underrated ODI player.
वो तो है, for sure.
Yeah. He had that great couple years as well.
शुरू में जब वो आया था, like, you know, back in the Yusuf Johanna days, I think the way that he used to bat,
he was such a great player.
it was a breath of fresh air because he had the ability to accelerate. वो slog नहीं करता था. He could hit you out of the ground anytime he wanted, and he was scoring runs for fun.
I mean,
चलो
for that,
भाइयों, I have to move. Best of luck to KK and United. Both
good
of
night,
them.
AZ. 70 for
Good
3
luck to
after
you.
8. For that era of player, I meant to have a striker of over 75, an average over 40. It's not bad numbers from Mohammad Yusuf. Fahim
It
Ashraf
isn't, but
back
he
in
used, to, he used to be even faster when he came in, you know, early on. Like, I think we also saw a lot of these guys lose numbers because of the number of matches they played.
True, yeah. Right, Fahim back into the attack. First over went for 16 as Malik expertly guides this down in third man for just a 1.
And that's the thing that makes Babar Azam so special, right? For every match that he's played, he's converting after every 6 games, I think, something along those lines. He's scoring a century. And the level of consistency that he's showing is unheard of, right? If you continue at this pace, this man's going to end up at like what, 30, 40 centuries or something like that? That's insane. Those are all-time greatest numbers.
It could
So
be.
for me, Babar
I
Azam
think
as
once
an
his
ODI
career is done,
batsman,
he will have to be placed at number 1.
yeah, I think Babar Azam will easily finish, if not for Pakistan, for ODI cricket in general.
71 for 3. Fahim Ashraf continuing. Oh, Imad smacks this straight past mid-off for a comfortable boundary. And it's just gone quiet for the Karachi Kings, but that will help. 5 off the first 2 of this over. 75 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way that Imad's developing this release shot a lot more. I mean, in the past, we've seen him just kind of get bogged down. He has the power. There's no question about that. But he was also very selective with the kind of strokes that he played. Loved to play the cut shot, those paddles and things like that. Now he's bringing the power game really out for everyone to see.
Yeah, FHD making a good point. His concern is that Pakistan don't play enough ODIs for Babar to reach those records. Worked off the hips this time for a single to square leg. 76 for 3.
यार हमारी फिर आप देखें ना बेवकूफ़ी किस किस्म की है. जिस साल हमारा T20 वर्ल्ड कप होता है, हम उस साल जो है वो एक्स्ट्रा ODIs खेल लेते हैं. जिस साल हमारा ODI वर्ल्ड कप होता है, हम T20 स्केड्यूल कर लेते हैं.
तो उस पे तो ना ही बात करें, वो जो हमारी,
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना, तो हमारी प्रायोरिटीज जो है वो सेट होती नहीं है. बट yeah, honestly, if like Babar Azam continues at this number of ODIs, he'll be robbed of a lot more.
But at the same time, I always say, don't look at volume-based statistics in cricket anymore. It's not a level playing field. Number of matches, number of hundreds, number of whatever, doesn't count. In the air, it goes past a diving cover fielder. And through the offside from Shoaib Malik, it might trickle away to the sweeper. RVD is there doing the fielding. Just a couple runs.
The advertisement of Shaheen and Lala gives me chills. It's like Lala taking her clean Shaheen to that off-the-field dark side drama. Which ad is this?
I think it's only for the Pakistani viewers.
We haven't seen that, Ahmed, so if you can maybe send that through, if you have a YouTube link, maybe we can discuss it on High Pitch next time.
Yeah, for people that
love a good drama.
Didn't listen in earlier, the new High Pitch episode is out on YouTube. You can check it out through our Twitter or Instagram if you want to look for the link. Bowled him! Fahim Ashraf splits Shoaib Malik in half. A little bit of movement off the pitch into the right-hander, and it goes through that widening gap between bat and pad. 78 for 4.
What a delivery. 9th over of the match, and he's still getting the ball to jag back off the surface. Malik wanted to drive it straight down the ground. No one in this ground or in the audience expected this to move back in like it did, but Shoaib Malik done all ends up.
Yeah, great seam position from the Rana to get that movement. I love how nonchalant he is about his top-level cricket.
Yeah, because he doesn't believe that he deserves the wickets.
He's a pretty decent bowler, I think. 78 for 4. Can Karachi go all the way here? I think they're running out of batters.
Yeah. You know what time it is?
What time?
And I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's uncalled for. That's uncalled for. Oh my
मुझे ना
goodness.
मसला है मैं बार बार वीडियो देखता हूँ लेकिन मुझे वो पूरा सीक्वेंस याद नहीं होता. अगर मुझे कोई वो याद करवा दे तो मैं आपको पूरी हर बार मैं वो पूरी पूरी लाइन डिलीवर करके दूंगा. I don't know,
Such an
dude.
iconic PSL moment.
Man, that was one of the best moments. Like, you know, the images that precede unfortunate events. That is the epitome of that.
Right, Niazi's out there. Irfan Khan Niazi's made a bit of a splash
Hey,
at the
they're used to
PSL.
Niazi and Pindi.
He's made a bit of a splash here at the PSL. Good striker in 135. Best of 37 this season. Good delivery from Fahim, just straightening up. It'll be a dot ball. Wicket off that overs. And 8 runs coming off it. 78 for 4 after 9.
8 रन बने लेकिन ठीक है विकेट ले लिए तो आई थिंक इस्लामाबाद आर वेल इन कंट्रोल. यार मुझे वो भेज दें जरा मलिक भाई का स्क्रिप्ट तो मैं जो हूँ वो मैं एक बार प्रैक्टिस करके आपको जरूर जो है वो रीडिंग करके सुना सकता हूँ.
Yeah. So far, Sharjeel 8 off 6, Rosington 20 off 16. Tayyab was looking good off 19 off 8, and then Malik 12 off 11. It's not been the greatest starts for the Karachi Kings. Nobody's really gotten going. They've got good runs on the board, though, and going at a brisk pace. But, well, after Matthew Wade, there's not really much to write home about for this batting order. Single off the first ball of Shadab Khan's second over. First one just went for 3.
Wade को भी उन्होंने बचा के रख लिया इसलिए क्योंकि they know that if he comes out, they might just use Mubassir more, and they want to keep things mixed up. Okay, let me watch the video, man.
Yeah, look, Islamabad might have bits and pieces bowlers, but they do have a bit of a variety, and they can be smart about it and save it for the right matchup. Good delivery from Shadab, just a bit of the back of the length. Niazi goes back into his crease and works it away to the leg side for a single. 81 for 1, 81 for 4 now. Yeah, Essen makes a good point. Even now, if Niazi and Wade hold one end with Ahmad, Karachi Kings can touch the 180 mark. Certainly think that would be a decent score, although Islamabad are batting even deeper tonight with the addition of Mubassir.
Yep.
9.3 gone again. Shadab yet to concede a boundary in this spell. Just have a replay of that beautiful delivery from Fahim Ashraf. Smacks this, Ahmad. There's that release shot that we were talking about. And misfield at long off, but it'll still just be the one.
Yeah, looking for that, not letting Shadab Khan settle down. He is still the most dangerous batsman or batter in this lineup.
Has to be straighter with that shot if he wants a boundary right now.
I think he wanted to go a bit straighter, but then with the spin, it's also a bit dangerous that he doesn't want to close the face of the blade too early. Might just pop it back to Shadab.
Right, penultimate ball of the over now coming up. Islamabad have done really well to pick up regular wickets, keeping Karachi in check. The run rate, though, for the Kings is not bad. Sweep shot from Niazi, quick hands,
dangerous.
and I think it'll beat square leg for 4. Brilliant shot, in fact.
Yeah,
Final
converted that into a low full toss there, Niazi. But as he went down, Shadab Khan thought that he might just miss this and he was going to be plumb in front.
Yeah, if he did, he was. It was curtains for him for sure. But a lot of confidence to play that shot early in your innings and know that you'll connect. That's exactly what Niazi did. And yeah, final leg was not going to get there anyways. 85 for 4. Again with a sweep shot. This time it's going down leg. Shadab asks for an LBW, but
Yeah, because it hit the pads.
I think it's going down leg for sure.
It is. It wasn't turning. I think he had the straighter delivery much faster, but dangerous shot there from Niazi that concludes the 10th over, 87 for 4.
That's not a bad position to be in.
Malik bhai jo hain wo ye farmate hain. The goal is to finish the job. And I'm going to do that.
Oh my goodness, 87 for 4. By the way, I was listening to an Aqib Javed interview post-match tomorrow. That guy, I mean, he looked like he was just high out of his mind.
Bro, that dude's like always on something.
Oh, there's the Shaheen and
अच्छा ये ऐड है
advertisement.
किंगडम वैली का ऐड है. चलो ये देखते हैं. यार जैन मैंने कर तो दिया. कितनी आप मुझसे चाहते हैं और मैं मिक्री. I'm not the best impressionist.
87 for 4 after 10. Yeah, Gladiator, I did watch that Azraeli interview, and I did see that what he said about his 100 test matches. I'm very, very sad about it. I don't want to talk about it. Fahim Ashraf goes straight over on leg stump, defended back by Ahmad Wasim. I think that was a hittable delivery for Ahmad.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ मुसाद वो उसकी जो वो क्लिप है ना वो तुम साउंड बोर्ड पे जरा डाल दो.
कौन सी वाली?
ये शोएब मलिक वाली.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up, Jamie.
Every time he comes out, all we have to do is press the button.
Well, it's not going to happen tonight.
I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but like, unlike Shoaib Malik.
Yeah. Current run rate of 8.5. Looking at 171 projected. They'll be looking for at least 190 tonight. The Karachi Kings smacks this, and it'll go
shot.
over long on. No, it won't. Misfield, but it'll go for 4. Rasky introduced him. Got lucky last time. He made the same mistake when he was fielding on long off, and this time the mistake will cost Islamabad 3 extra runs. It's a boundary from Imad Wasim. Once again, that release shot down the ground to long on.
भाई आप जो है ना इस फील्डिंग एफर्ट के बाद रासी का पासपोर्ट ले लें. He is now Pakistani, can't be South African, disowned by every South African ever. This should not be allowed.
Yeah, that's a very ordinary effort.
I love that Wasim Jr. has been removed from this lineup.
Oh, that's a good shot. I think that's connected well enough.
Yep.
One bounce over mid-wicket for 4. For a second, it looked like it might have had the trajectory to go for 6. Imad Wasim saw the length early. It was short from Fahim Ashraf and pulled it. And the little sprinkling of Karachi fans and the Pindi crowd enjoyed that.
Yeah, absolutely middled, and it's a nothing delivery from Fahim Ashraf. Doesn't have the pace to threaten him with the bouncer. Set up halfway through, and he could easily smack that through mid-wicket. Almost a 6, I think.
Yeah.
Just a foot inside the boundary rope.
Ahmed, you watched the new Marvel movie, the Ant-Man and the Wasp thing?
नहीं यार, मैंने बताया तुम्हें वो garbage है, मैं नहीं देखने वाला.
All right. 95 for 4.
I'm not going to give them my money.
Imad Wasim 26 off 19. Much better from Fahim Ashraf. Corrects his line. It'll just be a single down to third man. You know, what's it called? Phase 4 of the Marvel thing? What is it called?
यार हाँ पता नहीं DHA phase 4 कोई ऐसी चल रहा है.
It's really bad so far, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I actually wasn't that impressed by Black Panther either.
वो तो उसकी वजूहात कुछ और है.
The movie got a lot of praise. I really enjoyed the first one, but I didn't think the second one was that great.
I think the objective of the second one was different, right? They wanted to pay, homage to Chadwick Boseman, and
that part they did really well.
Yeah, but they want to just fill a new or launch a new Black Panther. I think it was fine. It wasn't like I enjoyed it, all that much. But I understand where they were going with that, so I can give that some exception. But the rest of what they've produced so far, Doctor Strange was terrible. The new Thor movie, the last Thor movie, that was terrible.
Too. Really bad.
Yeah,
embarrassing.
Yeah. That was pretty average.
96 for 4. Fahim Ashraf this time on good length outside off stump, driven away for a single.
But
it takes effort to mess up a movie where you have Christian Bale as a significant part of it.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it wasn't the strongest. It could have been a very strong story because his character is obviously extremely powerful. But yeah,
that's what I mean. They really bottled it.
यार वो फिर आप मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना agendas आप जो हैं वो different किस्म के ले आए अगर हर movie में तो then it's not really gonna focus on the actual story. They're trying to put a lot of different things in there.
98 for 4. Final ball of the 11th over now coming up. Niazi, who's 7 off 5. Right arm, medium pace. Fahim Ashraf is driven through the offside for no run. Interesting comment here for Ayasan saying, how well did it work out for Pakistan cricket that Wasim Akram never took a PCB job? He's bad that it's almost criminal.
I wanted to speak to that for a second. I think we really allude back to that point that Bazil Khan made in terms of commentary one time, and it applies to this situation as well, that you can be a great cricketer, you can be one of the best of all time, but it doesn't mean that it translates into other facets of cricket, which can be commentary, which can be coaching, which could be selection. All of these things are very specific skill sets, and I don't think Wasim Akram, unfortunately, as great as he is, has displayed enough to be qualified as a great coach.
Shadab Khan continuing here into his third over, 10 off his first 2. He's been very economical tonight, singled out in a mid-wicket. Yeah. I'm going to double down on what you've said, Emmett, and say I have a theory that might prove this. I think the more naturally gifted, more talented you are in any kind of sporting athletic field, the worse coach you will be. Javed Miandar is an example. Wasim Akram is another one. These people, I'm not saying they didn't put in the hard work. They certainly did. They were supreme athletes of their time. But they're also very naturally gifted. What comes almost subconsciously to them, other people have to work very hard for.
This is true because everyone knows something special or specific, but being a good teacher, that takes a lot.
Yep, on the back foot this time, pummeled by Niazi through mid-wicket, but there is a sweeper out there, and they'll be happy with
certain things you can just do. Certain things, like you said, are given to you by nature or whatever, and it's just not something you can pass on to other people, and it frustrates you. And also affects your temperament.
100 comes up in 11.3 overs. Do you see this, the theory that I presented to you, Emmett, do you see it true across other sports?
I just wanted to actually
Worked away this
talk
time
about that
for a single, 101 for 4.
in a second as well, because you know how in football there's a lot of talk about badges and getting your accreditation and all that stuff, but then there's this new breed of football managers that are popping up who've only learned football management by playing
FM.
Yeah, exactly, right, the football manager game.
Yeah.
And one of those guys,
Smack down the ground, as I just call this to long on for a single.
yeah, one of those British guys, he is now managing a French team.
Okay.
Will Still, he's 30 years old. He's a football manager, game pro or whatever, and he is leading them to a winning record, competing against the likes of PSG, Lyon, Marseille, all of these big clubs.
That's ridiculous.
So, when it comes down to it, it doesn't necessarily have to be, a player that's going to translate into a great coach. It's just someone that has that ability of, man management, understanding the game, all of that. And it's incredible what he's doing.
Single off the last ball, 103 for 4. And we've also seen the opposite of that. AZ's texting in Michael Jordan was a horrible GM.
Yeah, MJ and even the likes of LeBron, who tried to control who came into his side. Those kind of things, don't work. I mean, he was a data analyst, but again, he wasn't a full-time coach, for example, right? And we'll even give the example of someone like the guys that are managing Islamabad United right now. Perhaps not minds that were playing great cricket, but great at cricket.
And they're doing a good job of it, frankly.
Things. Yeah. Frank Lampard, Thierry Henry, Gary Neville. These guys are all failures as coaches.
Yeah. 103 for 4 after 12. Comes down the track, Ahmad Wasim drives through the offside. Should just be the 1. Oh, they're coming back quickly. No, it'll just be the 1. Dijik is saying that gentleman you're talking about, Will Stills, I think was his name, was a data analyst for Reigns.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, essentially, that's still a job that doesn't deal with the technical side of the on-field play, right?
Yeah, and look, so we heard just before this tournament began, in fact, Emmett, that one of the Islamabad United, in fact, the Islamabad United manager, Rihan ul-Haq, would be considered a management role for the Pakistan cricket team. And that would be a very similar story, wouldn't it be?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No one's going to complain about that because it's not about having played good cricket, but being good at cricket.
Exactly. Slow delivery this time, worked way down in third man. From what I know, and I've spoken to him about this, is he's never played first-class cricket. It's not even close.
Yeah. There you go.
105 for 4.
Uske ilawa, you're talking about the NBA. Jerry West, the logo, the man who the NBA logo is made after, made a terrible GM. He was in the front office with the Lakers for the longest time. Didn't rate Magic Johnson, all that stuff. Those guys ended up being one of the best sides in the history of the game. So you need to be in different places. He wasn't a great coach, I'm sorry. He made a better GM.
Well, that's pulled away. Short fine leg was inside the circle. That means it's a certain boundary. Smart cricket there from Ahmad Wasim. He knew the man was up, and he made it count. A boundary after a while. 109 for 4 now. The Karachi Kings, 12 and a half overs in.
Yep, getting freebies here. Ahmad Wasim, the only man keeping his side in the game.
This partnership is slowly and quietly building. That might stabilize things for a strong finish.
ऐसे ना आप मुझे मौका दें, मैं जो हूँ उनके सामने जाके प्रेजेंट करूँ आर्गुमेंट, कोई मसला नहीं है.
Good delivery this time from TC, just be a dot delivery.
वो हर्ट तुमने सही लिखा है, वो जाबादा हर्ट की तरह ही है.
किसकी बात हो रही है?
शोएब हर्ट.
Yeah, that's a bit of a non-entity at this point.
Yep.
6 off the over so far.
What's our team coach situation in the PCB? We're still begging for our ex Mickey Arthur to take us back.
Yeah, we're still in limbo, basically. Ahmad Wasim, 35 off 26, down the leg side. This time worked away through mid-wicket. Will they push for 2 here? Yeah, they're going hard at it. Oh, the throw is a bit wayward. I think
थोड़ी सी अच्छी throw थी that he would have been on, but good fielding there from Azam Khan.
Quietly, they haven't scored a lot of boundaries this partnership, but still have gotten 33 and now 4 overs, so going at 8.25, not bad.
यार तुम लोगों ने तो मुझे कहा था Monroe जो है वो injured है, but I think Gurbaz has been dropped. Monroe's on the field.
I think so. Let me just double check.
Azam did great there.
Yeah, but the throw was really wide. It did
Yeah,
well
it was
to
really
save
wayward.
a few runs, in
And
fact.
he was wrong-footed too.
Oh, he's pulled it by Imad Wasim. One bounce to
Great.
square leg. If he connected a little bit better, it would have been out.
मुझे ये लगा कि शायद catch आ जाएगा.
Yep. Monroe and Alex Hales are opening the batting for you guys tonight.
भाई जिस रेट पे इस वक्त हम चल रहे हैं ना, हमें जो है वो चैट जीपीटी को कोच बना देना चाहिए अपना.
I do feel
Honestly,
like sometimes we, of course, in the test arena, we are nothing short of a crisis, but our white ball game is not that bad at the moment.
our white ball game isn't terrible. I think ODIs में खास तौर पे हमारा जो record है और हमारे जो players की performance है वो सारी आपके सामने ही है. लेकिन
G20
T20s
World
में
Cup
we've had
finalist isn't
some-
that bad either.
I think we've had some moments where we've dropped the ball in terms of T20s, but yeah, I think in terms of the strongest format right now, it might just be ODI cricket.
I think I agree. I think it also suits our stronger batters. I wonder if we can squeeze Abdullah Shafiq into that side. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because we have a lot of guys that are very similar in that top order.
Yep.
with
Imad Wasim.
Fahad.
Imam Ul Haq is in amazing ODI form, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. I think middle order में हमारा जो है ना वो एक बंदे की जगह बनती है ना. That's what I'm saying. I think Tayyib Tahir might be that guy.
Yeah. At the same time, Abdullah Shafiq is also changing the way he's going about his T20 cricket. So
Oh, for sure. He's evolving, and we saw the same evolution with Babar Azam, and we compare their careers a lot because they're very similar in style. And I think the evolution is very similar too.
right, Shadab's going to come in to finish his spell.
Ooh,
And
good.
to be fair, Ahmed, well, it's not come true what you wanted, but Imad has really respected Shadab's bowling night.
Yeah, he has. He's not really, I think, picking them as well. And even when the short deliveries come, he just kind of lets it go.
Full delivery. As we say that, he clears his front leg and tries to smash this over long on.
Yeah.
Trickles down to Monroe there for a single.
Bassett's making a good point. Why don't we really have a coach development system in place? Do we? I mean, look, the problem is we have coaches that are coaching at the domestic level. The issue is we never promote them to go
Yeah.
further up. भाई अब्दुर्रहमान साहब जो है वो KPK में उन्होंने मतलब एक juggernaut बनाया हुआ है.
Smack this time. And it's straight to long on again by Niazi, who slaps this from well wide outside off.
लेकिन आप ये सोचें ना कि आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का अगर एक कॉर्पोरेट स्ट्रक्चर है जिसमें आपकी अगली पोजीशन आपको कभी मिल ही नहीं सकती, वो आपको क्वालिफाइड समझते ही नहीं है. You can continue doing what you do at that level, keep proving yourself, but it's just not seen as merit for the next round, which is unfair.
Imad, 39 off 30. And again, a lot of respect shown to Shadab. Dot delivery. 17 off his 3.4 overs. He's been very, very economical.
Do we even need a T20 coach? Someone like Haydos for tournaments, for vibes, will do. Yeah, I think that's also an interesting point.
Oh, that's his front pad. Big appeal from Shadab. I think it's maybe
Too
pitching
high.
outside leg and a little high.
Yeah, not even going to go for the review. I think tournament, style of coaching or whatever is very different. You can't really change techniques in the middle of a short tournament. You just need to give them that mental adjustment that they need to have. And someone like Haydos is great because he's a proven winner. But long term, you still have a lot of people with a lot of flaws that need to be corrected.
Oh, that's a sweep shot. And Niazi has made it work for himself. It was well down the leg side and just gets a little bit of bat on it. Connects well enough to go for 4.
Yeah, he got lucky, but for them it doesn't matter right now. Karachi, they've built a nice partnership, these two, still giving themselves a platform to go after 170, 180.
Yeah, this is a proper game-changing partnership now. It's happened very quietly, Ahmed, but I think it's going to have a large impact, especially.
I think we haven't seen too many sixes, and that's why it feels a bit more
Exactly.
sedated.
But at the same time, the run rate of the partnership is almost 8, so not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
Right, 8.5 and over right now. The Kings, that power play set them up. They because of that power play, they've been able to afford a slightly quieter middle overs period. And now they're nearing that final 4 or 5 overs where they can go hard at the ball again. Who do you guys have left? Plenty of options for Islamabad. Ray's got 2 overs. Hassan's got 2 overs. Fahim, I don't think we'll see him complete his quota tonight. Tom Curran will probably cover that up. Down the track this time by Ahmad Wasim. Gets another single to long on. 120 out comes up. 120 for 4. A little bit of banter between Imad and Rahman.
Yeah, I mean they've played together in the past, and Rahman Reyes is probably one of the most respected cricketers among this lot.
Yeah, he's probably the nicest guy around as well.
Yeah, man, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean his work off the field during the pandemic was nothing short of extraordinary.
ये देखो
Jeez.
सरखेल फौरन शादाब prop लेके आ गया.
What's he saying?
Finish Shadab Khan, form of his life, Imad Wasim and Irfan Niazi, 4 overs, 21 runs.
I mean, if Shadab has had an extraordinarily good game today against the run of the season he's having, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
120 for 4. In comes Rahman Reis. Pulled away this time through mid-wicket, and that'll be a single. But by the way, who the hell is calling Shadab Khan finished? He's vice-captain of the Pakistan team.
नहीं कोई भी फिनिश नहीं है यार, वो बस अभी थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंडेड इंजरी पीरियड के बाद वापस आ रहा है. एंड आई थिंक वी हैव सीन हिम डू दिस इन द पास्ट. आई थिंक द पास्ट 2 years were great because those were probably the only 2 years he's played cricket very consistently. उससे पहले भी वो इंजर्ड था काफी
A fully fit Shadab Khan is probably your first, if not second person in the T20 team sheet.
He's
for
one of the
Pakistan.
best cricketers in the world. So
Exactly. 121 for 4. 14.2 overs gone. We're in the 15th over right now. Oh, there we go. Imad Wasim smacks this, connects over long on into the crowd for 6.
huge hit. Massive from Imad Wasim. Golf-like swing. Got a lot of distance, a lot of height, and ultimately got that 6 that his team needed. Once again, carrying the entire workload of the Karachi Kings on his very brittle back. 90-meter 6.
Yeah, that's a huge hit. Basit Ali has been complaining about the speakers at the stadium for some reason. Do you want the speakers to be on? And Faiz, thank you for your very kind comment, and thank you for listening.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Faiz. Stick around.
27 for 4 now. 3 deliveries to go in the 15th over. Partnership is almost nearing 50 here. It's been a good one. Here comes Rahman.
Yeah, it has been.
Short ball this time. Top edge. Short fine leg is inside the circle. That means that's going to go for another 4. That's good batting, but poor bowling, to be honest. And finished Imad Wasim will get to another PSL 50. 50 off 35.
Great batting once again from Imad Wasim, the second highest run getter at the PSL. I don't think anyone had that on their bingo cards before the season began, but this man is definitely in the form of his life. He's been bowling exceptionally in periods. He's been batting exceptionally. And right now, he's making a case for his comeback into the Pakistan side.
Ahmed, is there a specific reason you've got family on the ground in Rawalpindi and Islamabad? Why the Pindi Stadium is not as full as it usually is? Comes down the track, Ahmad this time flicks a low full toss into the gap between mid-wicket and long on for another 4. A very expensive over for the United. Rahman Reis returning for his second spell has been a bit of a nightmare here. Imad Wasim has taken to a liking. 2 boundaries and a 6 already.
Yeah, and that was so casual from Imad Wasim. Just cantered down the wicket, flicked it, little flare at the end too. Didn't want to hit it too hard, found the gap, and that's perfect batting. And right now, he looks set for a century tonight. यार मुझे नहीं पता कि ये क्या सीन है speakers बंद करने वाला. I have no idea because shouldn't really make an impact on anything. It should be a crowd booster.
Good Yorker, brilliant Yorker from Rahman Reis to end the over, an expensive one, and Imad Wasim will retain the strike. 55 off 37. Once again, leading from the front. Frankly, he has been captain fantastic for the Karachi Kings.
Oh yeah,
strategic he just needs a helping hand here. Right, we'll take a quick break, a timeout time here at the Pakistan Super League. We'll be back for what should be a really fun finish here for the Kings. They've got 6 wickets in the tank and plenty of runs on the board. I think they should be aiming for a good 190 plus total here. 1-3-6 for 4. Well, but welcome back to the final 5 overs here of the Karachi Kings innings. $191 if they go at 11 from here. Right. Oh, it starts off with a poor full toss. Hassan Ali, that is a pie. Imad Wasim grabs onto that and drives it upper sleeve for 4.
Yeah, we're not really helping our cause by bowling these pies right now. Half trackers, full tosses, leg side, half volleys, and Imad Wasim is just cashing in. He doesn't need this help. He's in good form.
Bit of a loosener, isn't it? Last 10 deliveries, I'm at 26 runs.
Yeah, man. They're really picking things up right now. At one point, I think Islamabad had them, 9 overs, 76 for 4. So they've scored almost 70 runs in the last 5 overs. Not a no ball, though.
No, it's
definitely
fine.
Dipping.
Maybe it would be a no ball if Virat Kohli was at leg umpire.
वो नहीं पता है, sometimes okay. वो भी हार गए आज मैच.
यार वो तो मतलब अपनी flicked away this time through mid wicket. It's well timed. There's a sweeper out there who does well. That's good.
But you know
fielding,
what's kind of crazy right now is that there is still a chance of Sri Lanka making the World Test Championship final.
But India would have to lose their next game, wouldn't it? Wouldn't they?
Yeah, but that's against Australia.
I know, but frankly,
it's a format series. I mean, there's still a chance.
I agree with you there. There's certainly a chance, but if I look back at this Test match, it's that one session where Ashwin and Jadeja really bowled the wrong lengths, and Australia got away with that lead, 80-run lead. Otherwise, even on this track, I think Australia would have been in trouble. Good drive this time by Ahmad Wasim for single.
I think there was enough application from Australia with Usman Khwaja at the crease that they were always going to manage something. I think Steve Smith and Marnus played just enough cameos to get them to the right place. But I think that first innings performance from India was extremely poor. Or second innings की तो बंदा कोई बात ही ना करे. Nathan Lyon खा गया उन्हें.
Yeah, it was great. And I saw a lot of Nathan Lyon slander before this inning started, Emmett, about how he's not good enough.
Yeah.
As an off spinner. Good Yorker this time. It's been a good comeback from Hassan Ali after that first pie. He's kept things quiet here. It didn't really get away from him this over. 144 for 4.
No frills type bowler, right? He's not the guy that's going to bowl those random flickers and leg spinners, and he doesn't pause at the crease, and he doesn't try to run you out when you leave your crease. So just because he doesn't do that doesn't mean he's a great leg spinner. His numbers speak for themselves. And
nice. I like the slander there.
Yeah, he's played in conditions that don't necessarily, suit spin, and he still finds his own way.
Here comes Hassan again and opens the face of the bat on, runs it down a point for just another single. They're very happy with the way that things are going, Kings. I think they're looking forward to the last 3 overs. And Basit has provided some great insight, Emma, into the why Rawalpindi looks a bit empty tonight compared to, previous games that we've had. It says the cheapest Rawalpindi ticket is at least 700 Pakistani rupees more expensive than the cheapest ticket for the final. To put things
that's crazy.
That's a bit. That's harsh, man. That's not fair to the Pindi crowd.
Of course not. 700 rupees is still a lot of money.
Oh, he's connected this from Niaz. He finds the gap between long on and mid wicket again. It was a good connection. It was too far outside off stump, and he's played that shot earlier in this innings as well. But this time he finds the gap, and that's 2 boundaries in the over. Turns out to be a really poor one for Islamabad.
That's very expensive. And again, it looks very agricultural, very industrial, the way that he's hit this. But it was a nothing delivery. Back of a length, the ball never rose enough. It's not going to trouble the batsman who's looking to swing. Niazi in his arc, like a tape ball batter, like a baseball batter, in fact.
Yeah.
Can smack this through. यार अच्छा दूसरा मसला ये होता है कि जब आप मैचेस देखने जा रहे हैं आपको वैसे इतने सिक्योरिटी प्रोटोकॉल्स को फॉलो करना है और इतनी ख्वारी होती है तो उसकी वजह से स्टेडियम्स हो जाते हैं एम्प्टी बट आई थिंक इट्स फिलिंग अप नाइसली at this point.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah.
And I think we need to also, pay respect to our stakeholders, Emmett. Bindi has been awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've seen the atmosphere that's been created in Bindi, and as a venue, people really enjoy watching their cricket. So it's good that they're getting enough games. There's a question on merch from Fez. We do have branded apparel. I am the only one that owns anything of it, so you're not getting any of it.
63 of 41. Oh, inside edge from Imad Wasim. Almost hit the stumps, and it'll be another single.
यार हमारा विजन 2030 जो है ना कॉप का उसमें अपैरल है तो इंशाल्लाह दुआ करें. Yeah.
Right, Emmett, I have the liberty, the pleasure the honor of going to see another Atif Aslam concert tomorrow night, back to back in 2 years.
back to back.
Exactly. I just want to ask people on the chat as I read Islu Arsenal's comment right after. What is your favorite Atif Aslam track? I'm really curious to just get a nice understanding of where everybody is.
What if someone doesn't have a favorite Atif Aslam track?
I don't accept that.
Does it have to be an original track? Can it be a Coke Studio track?
Yeah, of course. It can be a Coke Studio. It can actually even be one of his covers. Why not?
Bollywood?
Yeah, it can be Bollywood and one of his covers as well.
Wow.
In fact, went down the ground and long on for a single.
Suhail saying not Meri Kahani, that's for sure.
That's okay. We'll allow the slander. I mean, honestly, I feel like Suhail struggles for musical identity often, so it's okay.
Wow.
64 off 42.
Pew pew. All right, the names are coming in. Do you want to read these?
Maybe if I put Atif in a fanny pack, you'll listen to him. But anyways, 150 went for 4.
Sideman Atif.
Yep. Right, down the leg side. That'll be wide.
I want Atif Aslam to use Peng Ting in one of his.
By the way, Atif's fashion is being updated. I'm telling you, Sir Khil, Atif's fashion sense is improving. He's looking fly these days. I've been keeping an eye out.
तुम ये याद रखो, I can still cancel Atif for you, and one day I will.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, cheap shorts.
नहीं मेरे पास ammo ready है. मैं
Please
बस
don't
wait
do that.
करूँ.
I will.
Ammo ready है
I
मेरे
will
पास.
inflict harm upon myself. Please do not.
Heavy ammo है ना तेरी सोच है.
I'm telling you.
Okay, wait, 1 second. Before we get to that, Rafa saying Adat, Ramiz is saying Yaqeen.
Well, Imad was saying he's got a lot of yakin in his batting tonight. He smacked this over cover for 4. Tom Curran again at the receiving end of another boundary.
Yeah, I know how much this is hurting Sir Khil right now watching Imad Wasim score runs against Islamabad, but you know what? I'm all for it.
By the way, just a shout out to Labs. Atif's posted some of the set list on his Instagram because Labs is also going tonight, but tomorrow.
Of course. Tala saying Pehli dafa Jalpari says Labs, Fike says Jalpari, Adat doesn't count says Hassan Bhatt. Aur kaun se gaane aaye? Yeah, I think I'm partial to Jalpari myself.
Yeah,
but
156. Oh, Imad Wasim smacks this. 6 more over long off.
Are you kidding me, Imad?
What a shot that is! And the 100 now is around the corner here for the Karachi Kings captain, 74 up 44.
And I think even Imad is impressed by his own batting. He's crossed 300 runs for the tournament, by the way, in the process of these 6s and 4s. But that was probably one of the best strokes of the night. Low, flat, hard, straight as an arrow. That is a classic Imad Wasim shot.
Yeah, Mrs. Wasim enjoying that too.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Her husband's in the form of his life. He's about to better his best for the season, which is 80. He's on 74.
Pulls this one. Long on should come around to it. Good fielding of the deep. And it'll be another 2. Good running from Karachi. Look at that, Ahmed. The mind, the presence of mind for Ahmad to go back to the second because that wasn't the danger end. Stealing the second run could make all the difference.
Yeah, and he's the difference maker tonight. Once again, they were looking to maybe, just be bundled out for under 150. Right now, Imad Wasim is dragging them towards a total close to 200, which will be very competitive on this surface. Mohammad Ahmed Hassan is saying his cover of Sagar is great, but Tajdar-e-Haram is his best vocal performance, and I will have to agree with that.
Yep. Although some of his
the range that he showed in that song just completely changed everyone's perception of Atif Aslam.
Yeah, that was a goated performance. Down the track this time, and it'll be long on.
Yeah.
Jalpari Coke Studio forever. Yeah, Labs, that's a good shot.
Absolutely. यार मुझे याद है एक ज़माने में आतिफ असलम जो है, I used to watch a lot of these Indian music competition shows, Saregama, bar type, and they used to hate Atif Aslam because he was coming in and he was redefining music for them.
Yeah.
And for all of these guys who were classically trained and all that stuff, उनके लिए मसला ये था कि भाई ये नाक से गाता है, इसकी आवाज़ वाइब्रेट करती है, ये हमारे future generation को जो है वो तबाह कर देगा क्योंकि लोग इसके स्टाइल को कॉपी करेंगे. And his songs were immensely popular, right? And then all of a sudden there was this movement where they started to shift their style to mimic him. Yeah. And there are still lots of singers that do that. And Atif went the other way.
Bro, even, by the way, Arjit Singh is a great guy, really down to earth. When you listen to him talk about his singing, he actually attributes a lot of his style to Atif and strings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And exactly, Rafa's making that point. Himesh versus Atif in Kurukshetra. He was a coach and he was so much fun to watch in that.
Yeah. Low full toss, smacked away this time. Long on is there, fielded well. He's a pretty cool personality too. He's a good TV personality. Thankfully,
I
didn't
think
go
he
into
used to be a
acting.
lot more fun when he was younger. He's more sober or somber now. I remember there's this one particular singer that absolutely hated him. Uska naam aapne pata nahi suna hai nahi, his name is Abhijit Bhattacharya.
Okay.
He used to sing a lot of songs for Shah Rukh Khan back in the 90s. Very popular. He despised Atif Aslam. Absolutely despised.
There could be more
him.
than one reason there, Emmett, honestly.
No, but yeah, but back in
66
the
for
day,
4.
it was
Wow, Niazi
Oof.
gets down on one knee and flicks this over the short fine leg for 4. What a shot that is. He
Out of
saw that fine
nowhere.
leg was in the circle and made good use of it.
Yeah, completely unexpected there from Niazi. He's been trying to muscle the shots down the ground this time, using a bit of finesse, and we love to see that in young batters.
I remember scrolling through YouTube and I watched this controversial video between him and the late Lata Mangeshkar. But I think they got along at the end.
No, they did. He used to be on a show with her, and then what's her name, Asha Bhosle. A lot of
I think it might have been Asha
legends.
Bhosle. Apologies.
Yeah, Asha Bhosle. Then he performed with her, and she seemed to like him back in the day.
Yeah. 170 for 4 after 17.2. By the way, Karachi are really running away with this at the moment, Emmett. I know that you have a long batting lineup, but this is going to be some chase. He skied this in the air.
Should be
A
out.
lot of height on it. Doesn't have the distance. Should be taken. Oh, it's a mess up. 3 Islamabad fielders
Yeah,
convening,
shut
and none
up.
of them get to it. And that'll just be 2 runs from there. I think it's the captain who's put in the
It
dive.
is.
Yep, Shadab Khan diving forward to take the catch. But he's the one who looked like he was running backwards, Emmett.
He had the least chance of catching that. Rassi van der Dusen is running in from long on. He's about 2 feet away from that. Shadab Khan ran from covers.
Oh,
dove
no, he should have
backwards
caught
over
that,
his
Emmett.
shoulder. Are you stupid? Was never his catch.
Yeah, that's exactly what the on-screen, the TV commentator's saying, Emmett. It's Rassi van der Dusen's catch. It was never Shadab's
Every day
catch.
of the week. I mean, just because you have the panache for the spectacular or whatever, ye ajeeb limelight hunting, glory hunting wala aapne catch lene ki koshish ki hai.
That catch could be a difference of 20, 25 runs. It's a huge call by Shadab Khan. He's had a great
and
day with the ball.
You're seeing someone that's a power hitter in the form of Niazi. With the bowlers that Islamabad have, he can continue targeting them. That's never his catch. That
Rassi
is
also
never
stopped
his catch.
seeing Shadab steam in.
He has to stop because Hassan Ali is also steaming in, and there's confusion. But aapko pata hai, phir as Pakistani fielders, we love to create confusion in the field.
Yeah, look, if he took that Shadab, it would have been a fantastic catch.
Yep, but it's a low percentage chance, right? That's the main takeaway. You should be doing better.
Well, there's a meeting of the minds here for United. Monroe, Hassan Ali, and Shadab Khan speaking to each other about what to do next. At this run rate, Emma, they're going to comfortably get to 200.
Yeah, easily. And again, even though Islamabad have that deep batting lineup, it looks like a short ground surface is great. You still have to score the runs. And Islamabad, with the kind of form that they're showing with Fahim, Shadab, and Asif Ali, are already 3 walking wickets.
Yeah, a couple of comments coming in about the first Formula One weekend of the season. Apologies, I couldn't read the first one. I will be watching the highlights of Free Practice 1 after this game. Bahrain GP this weekend. Super excited about Aston Martin. I think their lineup is going to be pushing for podium finishes. Really happy for the Williams driver duo as well. And I think Mercedes will make a proper comeback, and we're going to have, for the first time in a while, a 3-horse race for the title between Red Bull, Mercedes, and of course Ferrari if they don't completely screw up again. 173 for 4 as this is worked off the pads through mid-wicket for the single.
None of those words were real or meant anything at all.
कल तो आतिफ ने भी कह दिया, it's not a real sport.
ये तुमने अजीब ब्रांड यार देखो आतिफ सही बंदा है और रेसलिंग देखता है. That's the real sport.
That's the real sport. I should have said that actually.
That is the real sport.
174 for 4. Who's that in the crowd? Is that someone famous?
होगा कोई, I don't know, Raja Shaja, I don't know.
Lord of the Power.
Pindi da Pawa.
Yeah, there you go, Rafa. Alonso, trust me, Rafa, whenever Fernando Alonso is doing well, I know, and Emmett knows why.
we have a psychotic friend of ours.
He's a hardcore Alonso fan.
Yep. वो Alonso ही है, क्या कहेंगे?
Exactly.
Alonso.
Alonso.
Alonso. Because मैं कुछ और कहने वाला था, फिर तुम थोड़े trigger हो जाते.
Yeah, Rahman is saying, is Imad going to have a PSL 100 before Babar Asam? Ooh.
Ooh.
Subplot.
Ooh. We've only had two this season, Guptill and Rizwan.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Rizzler also got one. Up-ish, and it doesn't
Out.
carry the cover. Camera missed it as well, and the camera's completely lost the ball. It's just Shadab fan cam time. It's just a single.
In the middle of the match.
Yeah, exactly. I'm down, man. The TikToks that Shadab gets, even after he's married.
आजकल तो यही वैसे चल रहा है शादाब का. The only positive thing in his life are the fan cams.
Yeah, 175 for 4. Final ball of the 18th over now coming up. Partnership of 97, man. It's been a while United have picked up a wicket.
Yeah, they've done really well, but I think marriage is so detrimental to your fan cam career.
Yeah, it is. Well, for the wild Hoik Ahmad was saying, doesn't connect. Inside edge running down a fine leg. It'll just be 2. Now, we do need to talk about Ahmad's issue in this PSL. He's not been able to finish innings well.
He hasn't been, but I think it's a very different situation right now. And I think Ahmad, given the fact that he has 2 overs still to go, at 81, we'll be looking at 100. So maybe not the team total that will excite him, but getting his own century might just propel him to that point. He's now scored his best at this PSL of 81.
Is that an official warning to Hassan Ali for walking on the following through at the middle of the pitch?
I think he was giving him a warning for being a shit bowler.
Okay, the slander.
I mean,
from
look
the
at that,
top
man.
rope.
40 runs in 4 overs. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like it's not been his night.
I've lost faith in him. I'm sorry. I don't enjoy watching
The
him
thing
bowl
is, I
anymore.
still have faith in him, but even if he comes back into sublime form, like AZ said before he left, there's a long waiting list now.
No. Have we addressed how PSL dropped a BFF coin as a sponsor?
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
Hey,
good. That's good because
Kudos
it was
to
a bit
them
of
for
a
making that move, man.
It was a bit of a fraudulent thing. Anyways, all comes down the track. Niazi, a lot of height on it. I think it might have the distance as well. Oh, what a brilliant piece of fielding. Magnificent from Hassan Ali. That
Are you
is
kidding?
probably the best work you will ever see
No way.
of this PSL season. That
No
is
way.
just inhumane. Miraculous. Straight out of a Marvel movie.
No way.
Diving backwards, he's flicked that from outside the boundary rope. And it's been caught, I think, by Rassi van der Dusen. Let's have a look at the replay because we didn't catch it. We didn't catch it completely because the cameraman missed out on it. But have a look at this. Hassan Ali. Okay, it's not as good as we thought.
No, yeah, it's still very good.
It's pretty regulation, but still pretty good, yeah.
No, come on, the balance. and
I thought he stopped it from
presence
outside of the
mind.
rope for a first second, but that's pretty good.
Even then, I think the
height
speed at
on
which it
that and
happened-
still to do all of that.
Exactly. I think the height's what makes it even more special because we just saw Shadab Khan drop a catch.
Huge moment here. No problem with the no ball. That's out. That is OUT. That's a big wicket at the right time for Islamabad. And once again, Karachi might not finish the innings the way they like. Hassan Ali could have easily fallen over for a 6, but just in time releases it. Spectacular athleticism. And Van der Dusen
Great
takes a good
balance.
catch.
I
We
think
were just
catch पकड़ना
slandering
ही
him.
शुरू में इतना बड़ी बात है.
I like how this has become common now between the Pakistani lads as well. That should be out on the big screen soon. Yep, there it is. 177 for 5. So, is that 200 still on? Is Ahmad's 100 still on?
Yeah, but it is. Matthew Wade's going to come out and he can hit some big shots too. Bit of a disappointment though, Matthew Wade, for a platinum player.
So far, yeah. Been pretty ordinary. First ball drives it beautifully through the covers. There's a sweeper out there.
Chalo bhai, Imad Wasim 3 chakke.
It's the kind of match, it's the kind of catch, Ahmed, that can kind of shift the momentum.
Yeah, I think they needed something after having a very dry spell, Islamabad. It was just all Karachi for almost, 10 overs? Then out of nowhere, Hassan Ali, that's spectacular. Probably the catch of the tournament.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, great balance, and it's the presence of mind from him, recognizing that Rassi van der Dusen is there.
Threw it in the right direction as well.
Yeah, Tom Kern's impressed, and he's a very good fielder himself.
Right, 178 for 5. There's the reverse. Brilliant from Imad Wasim,
what a
all the way for
shot.
4. Effortless from the Karachi captain. He saw that coming from a mile. He's got extra minutes when he's batting these days. And the third man was inside the circle.
Man, he is so good against medium pace. We've never seen the shot come off from Imad Wasim, but he's timed it to perfection, seeing it like a beach ball, as the proverb goes. Immense batting. Not happy with that. Tom Curran knows that he's given him a pie.
182 for 5. Yorker this time. Good bowling from Tam Curran. Tom Curran. Tam Curran.
Tam Curran.
And, they're coming back for 2. Good running from the Karachi Kings. They're stealing the second there. A bit on the heels there, the Islamabad outfielders.
They are, and Imad Wasim's been out there for a long time. He must be struggling a bit too because he was getting his hamstring checked a few overs ago. Converting these singles into doubles is going to be a laborious task, but he's out there and closing in on a century.
Wow.
That would be a monumental landmark for him personally.
I wonder if he's thinking about it.
I think it should be on his mind.
Short ball this time. Inside edge, almost onto the stumps, in fact.
He knows that he's missed out on that too because he could have hit that through mid-wicket, but good change-up from Tom Curran. 1 delivery to go in the 19th. If I'm Imad Wasim, I take a single and try and take as much of the strike in the last over. Just need 2 6s.
By the way, I met John Cleese who's coming to the Dubai Opera.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah. Right, final ball of the 19th over. What will Imad do here? Goes for the paddle again, connects again, over the keeper's head, over short third man, another boundary.
Into the 90s, Imad Wasim, not in as much control this time. It was almost a top edge, but it doesn't matter because the result is the same. Karachi 188 for 5 will be very happy with this.
188 for 5, in fact, after 19. Now,
Right.
that's...
Nine.
मुझे आ गया Alonso वाले का message for it.
आ गया.
Yeah.
Alonso.
The interesting thing here, Ahmed, is that you were suggesting Imad take a single. I would have agreed with you because it would have given him 6 deliveries.
Yeah, but I think Matthew Wade, again, if he's thinking about the team, he doesn't care. Imad Wasim, I think he is struggling a bit with his injury, though, or whatever he's pulled. But they have a chance still to go over 200, and that's what matters more to the team right now. His personal accolades don't hold as much merit. They need the win. They need to stay alive in this tournament, and Imad Wasim right now doing his best to keep his team in there.
Yep.
Isn't John Cleese super racist and Islamophobic? Yeah, Mossad, tell me.
Oh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. 188 for 5.
It's Roman time.
Good Yorker, brilliant Yorker. Oh, that's unlucky. That is really unlucky. I'm sorry, Rahman Reis. It was a perfect Yorker, but Wade manages to squeeze it past third man for 4.
Not gonna lie, part of me was rooting for that to go for, just a single, and Imad was gonna be back on strike.
Yeah. Just twisted his wrist there at the end.
He played that exceptionally well. It was
Yeah.
a Yorker, and he found a way to turn it into a 4.
Who would want to be
Down
a
to
fast
third
bowler,
man.
though?
Good batting. Karachi 192 for 5 after 19.1.
Yeah, I think Imad deserves 100. I'm going to put that out there. Driven again this time. Oh, point should get around to this. Good fielding. Will they come back for 2? No.
Yeah, he's struggling a bit, Imad. I don't think he wants to convert it into 2, and that also means 4 deliveries to potentially bring up a century. Needs a 6 and a 4. भाई अगर ये सेंचुरी हो गई ना तो मैं 1-2 लोगों को तो ग्रुप चैट से निकाल दूंगा.
या 1-2 लोग.
Preemptively.
मैं कहता हूँ तुम वैसे ही निकाल दो. तुम किसके इंतजार कर रहे हो?
दो नाम तो मुझे वैसे ही पता है.
I'm change it to only admins can message.
What?
यार सिर्फ मैं अकेले
193 for 5. Imad Wasim pulls through mid wicket. Let's focus on what Imad's achieving here. It'll just be a single, in fact.
Yeah, they're not going to come back for 2.
I think that's it.
नहीं मुझे ये बताओ तुम जूनियर अफजल जो है उस वक्त किस तरह सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं?
He's out to lunch, and it's about 7:30 p.m.
Lunch like UK time or what?
He went out at about like around 2 or 3 p.m. and just never came back.
Yes, yeah, on a work day.
I like that celebration. I've missed that celebration, Hassan Ali. Drives it really well, Matthew Wade. I think he's found the gap. Yep, that'll be 4. 198. Getting closer to that 200. The Karachi Kings.
But confirms that Imad Wasim's not going to get a century tonight.
I don't think he'll mind.
I don't think he'll mind. Like I said, if he wants the team to stay in this tournament, that means a lot more than scoring a personal 100.
Yep, and that's the kind of culture that you want to promote anyways.
Yep, absolutely.
We won't forget this innings for a long time. 92
No,
for
it's a very good innings.
54.
It's a captain's knock if there ever was one.
Yep, it's been a captain's season, to be fair. A couple deliveries left here. Matthew Wade drives this down the ground. It's timed well enough, and it's a good fielding effort from Shadab Khan. but they'll run
Sure.
back for two. Imad Wasim make sure that Karachi get as many runs as possible on the board.
Yep, and a nice little cameo here from Matthew Wade as well. Has converted the deliveries that he's faced into good runs, and
200.
200 up.
Yeah.
200 up on the board for Karachi with the ball to go. At one stage, they were 74 for 4, if I'm not mistaken, at the 9th or 10th over mark. This looked unlikely, but then Imad Wasim and Niazi came to the crease and put on nearly a 100-run partnership. And that's the difference tonight for the KK.
200 for 5. One delivery to go here. Matthew Wade to face Rahman Reis. Makes room. Drives it along the carpet. That's a good shot again. The sweeper's well positioned for this. Will they come back for 2? No, just a 1. 201 for 5. I think this is the perfect innings from the Karachi Kings. I really could not think of a better constructed 20 overs. They started off in the power play well. They didn't care too much about how many wickets they lost. They rebuilt their innings right after the power play for a few overs, and then that partnership between Imad Wasim and Tayyib Tahir that took them into a position to really accelerate in the final 5, and it never looked like from the 16th over onwards that they were going to get less than 200. It's been a terrific effort, and this entire season, whether Karachi make it to the playoffs or not, will be in the name of Imad Wasim. He's really put his hand up for this franchise and shown why, well, maybe he should have never been taken off as captain. He is the Imad Wasim that was promised in 2015. It's really come to down in 2023. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time to see how Islamabad United, who have the longest batting order in franchise cricket, can chase this or not. Then who? Right then, welcome back for this huge chase for Islamabad United, but they've got as many batters as you can imagine in a T20 lineup. All 10 of them can swing at this. 202 required, courtesy that Ahmad Wasim, 90-run knock. And it's got Mohammad Amr with the ball in hand. I don't need to tell you about what he did last time. He had that as he starts off with a peach of a delivery, beating the outside edge of Colin Monroe and gives him the eyes as well. Right, Emmett, I got a question for you. You got a left-hander at the crease, and Mubassir Khan only bowled 1 over.
मैं कब से कह रहा हूँ कि भाई मुबस्सिर और जितने इमर्जिंग प्लेयर्स हैं उनको ये प्रॉपर्ली ट्रीट नहीं कर रहे. आपको नज़र आ रहा है कि वो मीडियम पेसर्स को बहुत कंफर्टेबली मार रहा है. उसने एक जो प्रॉपर स्पिनर था उसके खिलाफ बैट नहीं उठाया. Why not give him another over?
Slip in place this time, driven beautifully to the edge of the circle for 1. Bit of a misfield there from Tayyip Tahir.
अब या तो कोई आके कहेगा कि जी देखें मैचअप उसका ये नहीं था या मैचअप उसका वो नहीं था.
मैचअप तो था ना, मैं ये मैचअप के हिसाब से क्या
नहीं मैचअप मैं कह रहा हूँ कि हो सकता है कोई कहेगा नहीं जी ही इज ग्रेट अगेंस्ट ऑफ स्पिन व्हिच इज अ रेयरिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्रिकेट. तो जस्टिफाई कौन करेगा, कैसे करेगा? And Shadab Khan's not been making those calls of late, so yeah, it wasn't the best of captaincy, and I think Islamabad let the game slip away from them. They just continued bowling the same pies, the same stuff that he loves to bat against, and
also we noticed the wickets are very good at the PSL, so the whole conservation technique of runs is just not going to work.
No, they continued attacking throughout, and that was good batting.
Right, Mohammad Amr with a slip in place. Beautiful Yorker. It's dug out by Alex Hales, who survived barely in the nick of time.
That was once again the Mohammad Amr we saw in the previous game against Peshawar. Full fast swinging, almost 140 kilometers per hour. Hales, for his first delivery at this PSL, was stunned by that, and they've snuck through for a very good single.
Yeah, look, got a significant inside edge on that. Otherwise, it was curtains.
Yeah, barest of inside edges, if I'm being honest with you. That could have been a bold once again for Mohammad Amr. Not happy with the single, though. I think he wanted to bowl more at the right-hander here.
2 for no loss. Monroe and Alex Hales, what a partnership this would be as he comfortably places this over the infield of the point region for 4. Islamabad need a lot more of those tonight, but these two are the perfect men to get them started.
They are, and just threw his hands at that ball. Enough width and room, expected the outswinger. Colin Monroe knows that there's a gap there. Third man's very fine too, so all in all, a safe shot. Didn't look like he was in full control, if I'm being honest, though. Manaz. And it's okay. I think Mohammad Amir also knows that he has a lot of runs to play with, so he can be very attacking with the way that he goes here.
6 for no loss after the 4 deliveries. Yeah, Amir won't mind that. Straightens up in the air. It's a big hit. It sounded good. It looks good too. It's gone all the way for 6 over long on. Brilliant hit from Colin Monroe. 12 for no loss after just 5.
Yeah, he's in great form this tournament too. Mohammad Amir going with the pace on deliveries, which usually work, but with a man in this kind of form who can just hit you through all parts of the ground, you're going to be punished, and Colin Monroe's punished him. Yeah. Kazim is saying 4 overs, 52 runs without any wickets for Mohammad Amir tonight. Manifesting.
Wow. Well, he started off very poorly here.
That's what I was saying exactly. That single that they allowed Alex Hales to take brought Monroe back on strike. It could be a game that comes down to those moments.
Fine margins, exactly. Monroe 11 off 4. This time it's in the air. This time it's a lot of height. Does it have the distance? I don't think so. It should be taken. It's gone! Massive wicket! Mohammad Amir strikes in the first over again. And Colin Monroe, who was supposed to be the man that led Islamabad's charge, is dismissed early. Malik takes an easy catch. 12 for 1 after the first over.
Yeah, he's bought that wicket there. Went for a boundary and a 6, but set him up for that exact same stroke. Bowled the slow delivery, stuck in the surface. Colin Monroe in no place to play that. Huge wicket loss here for the United. I talked about this earlier, Masad. Asif Ali, Fahim Ashraf, Shadab Khan, all out of form. Those are 3 batsmen among the 8 that Islamabad are fielding tonight. And that's not good enough.
I'm sorry, Emmett. I just don't see any reason or excuse that you would persist with Asif Ali.
I don't know, unless you're best friends with the captain or coach or something.
Or maybe they see something in the nets that we don't. If he comes through tonight, fair enough.
भैया भी यही होगा कि आज ही जो उसने कोई 30 बॉल 100 मार देनी है और मैं और तुम चुप बैठे होंगे साइड पे.
That would be something.
But a massive wicket loss inside the power play. We know that Islamabad don't stop at this stage, but with two right-handers at the crease, it's going to be a favorable matchup for Imad Wasim as well. Suddenly decides that he wants to bring himself on the ball, which is a great decision from him. Hales is again very new to the crease, very new at the PSL right now, and RVD is going to face his first delivery as well. Smart captaincy.
Yeah, now this is going to be an interesting matchup, especially between Imad and Hales. I think there's a little bit more left in the evening for Imad to do.
Yeah. And Hales does like to take Imad on. We've seen it in the past. There was a couple of games against the United where Alex Hales, or against the Karachi Kings where Alex Hales went off, and maybe, just maybe, he'll do something similar.
All right, let's see if this game goes deep in the night, or will Karachi get a grip on it early? First ball driven comfortably by Alex Hales, but it should be just a dot.
Yep, good bowling. Once again, Imad Wasim, we know where he'll keep the ball.
Kazim saying Atif Nawaz was great yesterday on the commentary. Yeah, we'll try to bring him on again. He's been a good addition to the team this season. We appreciate him joining us.
I enjoyed the day that I got to commentate with him.
Yeah, down the leg side this time, and it'll just be another dot delivery.
Yeah, just wants to get off strike here, Alex Hales. I think he just wants to keep things rotating.
Yeah.
Madamir nearly burst a blood vessel there.
Oh, that's straightened up this time. Alex Hales works it away through mid-wicket. Should just be the single.
Yeah.
It's good batting. And you're right, Emma. You were mentioning it in the first innings. The Pindi crowd has slowly filled up this wonderful stadium.
Yeah. And, I mean, as strong as Alex Hales is down the ground and playing those shots in the power play, he's also very tentative when it comes to, swinging or spinning deliveries. Likes to just take his time here. Mm-hmm. And I think, again, because he's coming in for his very first match, he's not going to be all guns blazing from the very get-go.
Yeah, Abdul Makid is saying we need an 80-run power play. Well, that doesn't happen every time.
लेकिन RVD पे उम्मीदें हैं वो reverse भी खेलेगा. Let's see what he does.
This time drives it circumspectively, but still just a single to mid-off. Now, I have a problem with that single. Emma mid-off should be a little bit up.
Yeah, but I think they're expecting him to maybe just target him down the ground, and if he miscues it, there's a higher chance of getting out towards the edge of the circle.
Yeah, risk and reward.
I think in modern T20 cricket, they're okay with giving up the singles anyway. They don't really care.
If you're defending 10 and over, you should be.
Yeah.
It's funny because you and I, we watched a lot of T20 cricket here in Dubai in person. 14 for 1 here of the fifth delivery of Imad's first over. There you go. Alex Hales comes dancing down the track and smashes it through the covers for 4. Nobody in the infield had a chance at that. Much needed boundary for the United. 18 for 1 after 1.5. Just want to roll back the clock on those days that we used to watch cricket in the stadiums. I mean, 150, 160 was a huge total, wasn't it?
Yeah, हाँ, क्योंकि हम wickets को और ground को जब देखते थे तो उसके हिसाब से the Dubai Stadium in particular was not very conducive for batting.
Yep. This time gets down on one knee. It's a brilliant shot. There's nobody at square leg, and even if there was, it would have gone all the way for 6.
I think it is all the way for 6.
Oh, we've given it 4, but I think it's gone all the way.
4? Okay.
I think they should have another look at that.
Yeah, I think they might. It looked like it carried all the way over the fence, but that's a poor delivery from Imad Wasim. Just dragged it halfway down the wicket. Wanted that in-swinging, in-ducking delivery, and Alex Hales was too good for it. Went down very early and had the right area.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, just inside the boundary rope, but doesn't matter. Islamabad, once again, a decent over. Yeah, I think the surfaces at the Dubai Stadium in particular were very bad. We saw that they favored the bowling sides, and Pakistan won many games defending under 140, 130. It wasn't the best T20 cricket to watch, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, no, it could get a bit boring, especially during the middle overs.
Yeah, और पहले innings की 10वें 11वें over तक आपको पता होता था कि मैच किस तरफ जा रहा है.
Yeah, that true.
Wasn't really as competitive as some of the games that we see in better conditions like England, but it's going to be Mohammad Amir for his second over. The swing is still there. He looks to try and exploit it, but good start for Alex Hales. 10 off 6 for him. 2 boundaries in that last over will boost his confidence.
Yeah, it's the perfect start for Islamabad, despite losing Monroe. I don't think Rasif Introducing is a bad man at number 3. Good bowling from Amr, getting a little bit of spit and fire from the wicket. Just be a single off the gloves.
And something off the surface for him there too. That was a slow delivery, but just kind of got stuck in. Haris Rauf will get shoes for free for 1 year as a gift from Lahore Qalandar's owner for taking 3 wickets last night. Rashid Khan was gifted iPhone 14 for his all-round outing.
So I just want to call this out, Emmett, because I actually was just watching some YouTube videos pre-match, and I watched the Lahore Qalandar's video where they present him these quote-unquote shoes. It's not from the owners. Fareed Khan once again BSing his way through life.
Okay. The usual.
It's just a sponsor activation essentially. Inside edge on the pads, and it goes back to the batter. Fareed's tweet makes it look like it's actually a viable prize. But if you watch the video, you realize it's actually just a sponsor activation done mostly in jest.
In jest?
Yeah, it's like a joke. Like, I mean, it's still a prize, but he just gets up, he laughs about it, and he says, "Haan, meri family bhi jayegi." It's more like a sponsor plug.
So is the iPhone also in jest?
No, the iPhone's the real deal.
अच्छा, और iPhone की price कितनी है?
I have no idea. 24
यार
for
तुम
1.
Mike Demon क्यों बन जाते हो फौरन?
यार पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है.
That's a good check drive through the offside. And that should be at least 2.
Yep, good fielding from.
So yeah,
Niazi
again,
on
just yeah.
But who's the shoe sponsor for them? I just want to know.
It's a local brand.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
Estello or something, I can't remember.
अब फिर तो वो नहीं लेने वाला यार, वो Nike Adidas वाला बंदा है.
Yeah, no, it's just a sponsor activation. Just look at it that way.
No, I know. I'm just joking. But yeah, they have been giving out the iPhones. It's an interesting ploy because I do feel like most of these guys can afford the iPhones. Maybe they should also consider just giving them out to the full team anyway.
Yeah, NBA style. But
I feel like they only give them out to the superstars.
Sam Millings was very interested in one as to defend away to the offside for no run. He was very animated in this video. I tell you what, the behind-the-scenes videos are fun, though, from Lahore Qalandars.
Fun, yes, but our commissioner will disagree whether they fit.
No, not the Bashir ones, just the general.
मैं तो वैसे ही तो पता तील लगा रहा था.
26 for 1. Buggy Cam is out. Mohammad Amir's out. It's been quiet this over so far. Mohammad Amir.
Just low deliveries.
Oh, good. Full length delivery this time. Turned into a low full toss. Just a single.
Bunted it to Matthew Wade. Not really used to be fielding in that position.
27 for 1. Final ball of the third over now coming up. Good start here. I think Islamabad should feel confident.
I don't think they mind. It's just the wickets that they've lost in the previous games that really set them back. I think Pichle match maybe Gurbaz and I think Monroe had given them a good start, and Van der Dusen came out, and then suddenly there was a massive collapse.
Right, and comes Amr again. Short ball, top edge, fine leg is not there, and it'll be all the way for 6. That's a good hit from Alex Hales. That shows his experience in the T20 arena. A safe shot for a half a dozen. And it's a very expensive Mohammad Amir over. 33 for 1 after 3. It's a perfect start for Islamabad.
It is. It came out of nowhere because the over before this point was decent from him. He was bowling the off-pace deliveries and just the one ball that's down the leg side. And Alex Hales knew that all he had to do was help it on its way for a 61-meter 6. Air fryer Mohammad Amir. Were you there for that comment, Musad?
What does that mean, by the way?
Someone said Mohammad Amir looks like an air-fried chicken.
What? Wow, the slander.
We died on air that day. That was so good. I think it was Rafa, but insane.
That's something.
The जो creativity हमारे chat में होती है वैसे कहीं नहीं मिलती आपको.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. 33 for 1.
Seeing the sidebar on the site. Now you guys are killing it with the shows, and the girlies are leading the way. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. They're doing a phenomenal job.
Flicked away. Beautiful from Rassi Van der Dusen. One bounce through mid-wicket for 4. Amir Yamin. Well, a change in bowling for the Karachi Kings, but the same result for Islamabad United. It's a great hit.
Great batting from Van der Dusen. Expected the in-swinger from Amir Yamin. That's what he's good at. The Karachi fan doesn't look very happy in the crowd, but RVD will be more than happy with that stroke. I think Amir Yamin is the biggest mufta that the PSL has ever seen.
Wow, that's a big accusation.
I don't think it's wrong. Name a bigger mufta.
I mean, Chris Gale played in this league.
Yeah.
But I know what you're getting at.
Like the ass end of his career, right?
No, and
Amr
I
Amin's
know
still
what you're
like
getting
20
at. Amr Amin doesn't have
something.
many accolades to his name.
Oh man.
This
Oh,
time it's
man.
wide outside off stump. Oh, beautiful stop inside the circle. Imad was seen putting his body on the line. That's a good save.
Yeah, that
Just-
was a hard hit from RBD, but they get the single nonetheless. In episode 1 thumbnail, I'm giving the side eye to Sabah. No, I'm not giving her the side eye. It was planned to be that way. It's supposed to be a little sass, you know.
Yeah, 38 for 1 after 3.2. Karachi were 36 for 1 after this. So again, Islamabad ahead of the curve. I'm just if I was an Islamabad fan, I'd be worried about a couple wickets falling. That lower middle order is it's difficult.
It's brittle.
You mean this time goes good length? Oh, that's just magnificently driven from Alex Hills, straight to the man at cover for no run.
Yeah, just very unlucky not to find the gap there, Hills. That was beautifully hit. You can see he's in decent touch right now.
Yeah, he's in great touch. And again, by the way, Alex Hills, one of those cricketers that have actually chosen the PSL, or specifically Islamabad United, over national duty.
Yeah, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ जिस ज़माने में Alex Hales को इन्होंने टीम से बाहर किया हुआ था, we should have just picked him up. Should have naturalized him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I wouldn't mind him.
That would have been amazing.
I wouldn't mind him at all.
He would have been happy too.
Not sure, but yeah, why not? 38 for 1 this time. A cut shot from
What are you
Alex.
talking about? We have everything that he loves in Pakistan in abundance.
Fast bowling, yeah, sure. I know what you're getting at. Plenty of it all round. 39 for 1 after 3.4.
He's look, he's a batsman with a lot of substance, right? And he could have really added a lot of value to the Pakistan lineup.
Yeah, 39 for 1 after 3.4.
Yeah, Jason Roy's been pretty much a mufta.
Yeah, Jason Roy, yeah, definitely, for all the franchises he played for. In comes Amr Amin, and it's a check drive again. This time Van der Dusen plays it to cover. Just a single
you guys,
taken.
did you guys see that TikTok I sent where the guy was like, Eid is on 420 this year?
Oh, really?
And he was like,
Is it?
he was like, Weed Mubarak.
Shout out, producer Fraz.
Oh man, it's always the low effort TikToks that get to you.
I love them. It's like they give me Vine energy, that's why.
Yeah. Stat attack, Amir Amin has gone for 28 to 30 runs and over by Alex Hales without hitting any sixes. Yeah, he's
Oh, no. DJing पूरा दिन सो रहा था अभी उठ के आया है.
yeah.
Eat is on 420.
It is actually.
Tell me, bro. Final ball of the 4th over.
Who'd you drop for Hales from our team? Bro, I dropped like 9 out of 11 people for him.
I could easily drop like one of the openers. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind. I'd move like Fakhr to 4 and play him one
Final
down.
ball of the 4th over is driven expertly by Alex
Good
Hales.
job.
Pass point for a boundary. He finds the gap on this occasion, and again, Islamabad stick to that 11 and over run rate.
They're just finding a way to get those boundaries towards the end of the over every time and ruin something that seems to be decent for Amir Amin and the rest of the Karachi Kings bowlers.
Yeah. Nothing but saying, yo, the Eid prayers are going to be lit.
किसको रो रहे हो आमिर यामीन भाई आप किसको रो रहे हैं इतनी गंदी बॉलिंग करा के आप किसको मतलब ऐसे इशारे करेंगे
There he is. Producer France, what did you miss? I think there's plenty of your dude bros.
Dude, listen, I think it's high time you join us on the comms.
44 for 1 after 4. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's going to be one of the folks that I don't understand why Karachi have picked Andrew Tai.
मसला है उनके पास और कोई बचा ही नहीं है
Into the attack. And that's why I think that you guys should be very confident about tonight. The bowling is very thin.
Yep, their bowling's very thin. Our batting is questionable, so it's a great contest.
It's a check drive to mid-off. Oh, misfield.
Should
And
be
it'll
two.
lead to an extra run.
Yep, comfortably. मसला ये है कि if Islamabad lose a wicket here, that could mean, you know, them getting dismissed for 120 tonight. So,
Oh, that's a bit dramatic, Evan. Right now, you mean?
dude, are you kidding me? What do you have to follow? Like, let me read out this lineup for you. Shadab
Sure.
Khan, Azam Khan, Asif Ali, Fahim Ashraf, and Mubassir Khan, Tom Curran, Hassan Ali.
Azam
Yes, it's
Khan
a
is the
batting
only
lineup.
one that I would be worried about.
Azam's the only one that I think can deliver the goods right now.
Comes on the track to just defend this back. Van der Dusen. So dot delivery 46 for 1 after 4.2.
And that's essentially what Islamabad's formula relies on. They're very, top heavy with the foreign openers and one down batsmen.
Yeah, it's been their MO for a while.
Exactly. They've configured their entire batting approach to them getting you sometimes, 70 to 80% of your runs. And then the rest of the guys just kind of come in, play, some very short, quick innings, and it works out. But then in big chases like this, if you lose a wicket early on or two, you're in a very different state.
Ty this time, full length delivery worked off the pads. But these two look very well set. I don't know who's going to dismiss them.
Like my personal requirement from the innings at all times would be for Rassi van der Dusen to stay. I think as long as he stays and he has people around him, Islamabad can win this game. Hales can go big, he can continue hitting, but I think RVD has that ability to play spin very well, and he can stay, in the middle for 14, 15 overs at times.
47 for 1 after 4.3. Oh, there was a little good movement there, but Hales was ready for it and expertly smashes this over long off for 6.
Stand and deliver stuff from Alex Hales. It's raining boundaries here at the Pindi Stadium. Andrew Ty, not the best of bowlers. A little bit of that Australia-England animosity out in the middle as well. And with that 6, Islamabad that brought up their 50. He's got such a stable base that he can play those strokes with just, the power and timing that he has. His hand speed is perfect. His hand-eye coordination is perfect. Continues to be an aggressor for Islamabad.
This time he just works it away comfortably to square leg. Should just be a 1.
Yep.
50's up for Islamabad, by the way, in a very quick time. 53 for 1 in just 4.4. This partnership is 41 off 22. They really haven't missed Colin Monroe tonight.
No, they haven't. And I think, again, I go back to that over from Mohammad Amir when the ball was swinging. I think Alex Hales does have a little bit of that weakness for in-swinging deliveries with the way that he, stands up. And with the left armer's angle and the ball swinging back in, that could have been a huge moment for the Karachi Kings, but they let him go, and he's here now.
Delivery, short delivery, pulled away this time. Square leg is there. Good fielding in the deep to just keep it to 1. 55 for 1, exactly 11 and over still.
Yep. And listen, do you remember Shaheen dismissing Hales in the World T20 final? So this is exactly my point. I think it's that angle, it's that ball coming in that really bothers him. And it is a game of fine margins, man. I'm telling you, I'm singling out a single that was taken as a game-changing moment, but it comes down to that in T.
What's the weather like outside? I mean, should I turn the AC on or just open the balcony window? Questions that I beg for answers for. Maybe I can just ask the chat. Should I turn the AC on or open the balcony window? 55 for 1. Driven beautifully by Van der Dusen straight to mid-off. I think I may have lost. Yeah, but I mean, I don't got any big buildings around these parts, so thankfully keeps it slightly cooler in the evenings. Still persisting here. Open the window, save energy, says Essen. Yeah, but it's a bit late for that, buddy. We live in a petro state.
Burn fossil fuels.
Mm-hmm. Final over the power play. Karachi need a wicket. Islamabad just need more of the same. Smart from Van der Dusen just takes a single.
Yep.
अहमद तुम्हारी फ्लाइट नहीं थी तुम पाकिस्तान नहीं जा रहे?
या मेरी फ्लाइट नहीं थी मैंने किसी को एयरपोर्ट से जाके लेना था रिश्तेदार को अनफॉर्चुनेटली उनकी फ्लाइट जो है वो डिले हो गई है yep so I'm here
56 for 1 after 5.2.
If you could pick any international player from the PSL to play for Pakistan in the World Cup later this year, who would it be? Sikandar Raza for me.
Oh, wow.
I'd actually take the man on your screens right now, Van der Dusen. ODI cricket, he's a monster.
Yeah, it's an ODI World Cup. Keep that in mind down here, Raza. 56 for 1. Amir Yamin's third delivery of his second over. Partnership growing 44 off 26.
Yep.
In the air, slashed away. Third man is not there. 4 more. The misery continues for Karachi Kings, and Alex is the man that's piling it on him.
He's always found his groove against the Karachi Kings, and once again, Amir Yamin offering too much width to a batsman that loves to play that stroke. Easy batting here. यार मुझे लगता है इजलू आर्सेनल जो है ना वो अब्दुल मुकीत का बर्नर है.
What's he saying? Let's read it.
He's saying, even if we win this game, it's disappointing. Already know we aren't going to win the PSL because of the same reasons for the last 3 years. Still have average bowlers. Eventually, we are going to collapse chasing 200 again.
Well, yeah, that's a decent point. I mean, against the Multan and Lahore, they have much better bowling lineups. Again, that's going to be another boundary, I think. Yep, cut away. No, the sweeper comes in time.
I think they moved him back because of the shots that they're trying to play through the covers and the point region. So, smart captaincy there.
Surely you can't lose from here. I'm at 61 for 1 after 6.
Yeah, dude, we were in the same situation a few nights ago against the Lahore Qalandars. Ended up losing by what? Didn't even make it to 100. So
yeah, well, that was an extreme situation.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold my breath here. I need this man to bat us through.
Rassi introducing 16 off 14. Then I guess Islamabad Arsenal has a point. There might be issues in both departments that are quite prominent for Islamabad as he comes down the track. By the way, I've noticed with his batting style, RVD hardly ever stays in his crease.
Yeah, loves to move around and make the bowlers think a lot. Because again, he's not, in particular the biggest hitter, but he has very good control of the shots that he plays. So he loves to move down the track, play the flick strokes, and loves to work the angles. So the perfect foil for someone like Alex Hales and the 50 partnership coming up in 29 deliveries from these two.
62 for 1. A brilliant partnership, exactly what Islamabad needed to steady the ship. Shout out Kane Williamson. Right, final ball of the power play. Hales 34 off 15. Bowled him! That's the one that could change the game! Amir Yamin. Well, he's not remembered for much at the PSL, but that could be a tournament-changing delivery. It was coming down the track, dancing down the track. Alex Hales played across the line for God knows why, and it hits the top of off. Huge wicket.
Yep. It's the perfect delivery from Amir Yamin. Just creeps under the bat. Hales wanted to murder this into Islamabad. Was looking for that glory 6 to end the power play. And fortuitously enough for the Karachi Kings, Amir Yamin strikes. For me, huge wicket loss because of everything that I've said in the past. The batsman that it brings out to the middle. And the game is now in the balance once again.
This is your worst nightmare, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. Because as soon as the power play ends and again, Karachi don't have the best spinners. This could have been the chance for Alex Hales to use the sweep shots and go for those big runs. And now you have a new batsman at the crease. It's Fahim Ashraf. So, again, they're not fully confident of how they want to structure this.
I don't know if I've always wanted Fahim to be promoted. I'm in that camp.
मैं हमेशा कहता रहा हूँ लेकिन जिस फॉर्म में वो अभी है मुझे मतलब थोड़ा डर लग रहा है.
Promoted all the way to 4 from 8.
Yeah. It's an interesting decision. And
I wish we'd get promoted like that at work.
यार वाकई वैसे है ना सोचो.
Straight from 8 to 4.
Assistant manager to director in one jump.
Well, let's see what he can do here. Fahim Ashraf, I have no doubts about his batting ability, but I think he's in for a bit of a surprise. Although I do think that this could work because Islamabad have runs on the board. They've got the momentum in their way. They don't have a run rate to climb towards. And so Fahim can actually steady the ship here for a couple overs.
I think it only works if Fahim actually plays as a low-value wicket. I think he needs to, accelerate and give Islamabad a bit of momentum because RVD is going to be the guy that holds things together from one side. So for me, if he slows down, then the game is going to start to go away from Islamabad.
Well, let's see. He's got a strike rate of 140 plus. Oh, what's going on here?
Very low. Doesn't bat long enough for Islamabad. Only has a couple of half centuries that we've seen in the past. I think one of them against Lahore Qalandars in a chase.
Well, wow, Shoaib Malik onto the attack. He bowled really well in that last game that Karachi won against the Sultans. Picked up 3 wickets.
I think it's the lefty at the crease that's prompted this change. They don't want to bring the British Shamsi on to the attack right now. Mm-hmm. They know that the batsmen to follow, the likes of Azam Khan, Shadab Khan, and Asif Ali. Well, Asif Ali less so, but Shadab and Azam love to bat against spin, and maybe they'll fancy themselves to maybe just deceive those two with their attacking instincts.
6 overs gone, 62 for 2.
Neck and neck so far. Karachi lost that extra wicket, but Imad Wasim then played an exceptional knock to drag them to 200. Islamabad needs something similar.
Right, Alu Ali Biryani is apparently at the stadium. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Oh, down the track, edged, and it goes to short third man. Amr doing the fielding there. Quick single taken. Gotta be careful.
और यार मसला ये है कि बिरयानी भाई जो हैं वो इजलू फैन भी हैं, तो अगर उनको यहाँ पे भी एक और इजलू डिफीट मिली तो मैं ये सिर्फ कहूँगा कि प्लीज आप स्टेडियम जाना छोड़ दें.
I do fault that shot from Alex, though. That was a pretty bad decision.
Yep. Yeah, we went for a toilet break and the game's changed, so you should just maybe hold it in.
Oh no, he's here. Alu Ali Biryani is
यार
here.
किसी ने लिखा है कि वो गेम स्टेडियम गया
कौन
नहीं.
है भाई स्टेडियम में कौन है?
पता नहीं यार.
63 for 2.
इजलू एलक्यू में जाऊंगा, ये सही है.
Oh, right, okay. Malik this time, a good delivery, and it'd be a dot delivery, in fact. So, right now, Islamabad are very much at par with the run rate, but the problem is that when you're chasing 10 and over, if you fall even slightly behind, it can creep up rather quickly.
Yeah, staying at 10 and over is hard, right?
Yeah.
With Karachi, they knew that they just needed to get inside the last 4 overs and do something. Islamabad can't afford to let this game go that deep.
Good delivery again from Malik, a little bit of pace on it. It'll be a
Faster.
single.
If you were in the KK camp, would you get in Qasim from Malik?
Yes.
As a ideally, you should. But they're not going to do that. They want the experience, and Shoaib Malik's not the kind of guy they're going to drop now. But Haider Ali ko sacrifice kar diya unhone, Shoaib Malik
That
ko
I
nahi
actually
karna
don't
hoga.
mind as much. I think Heather's been a lot out of form quite
He
significantly.
has been, but like, you know, speaking of backing,
भाई बैकिंग में आपका पूरा सीजन निकल जाए. 64 for 2. I think we've just lost Emmett for a second. Malik, well fielded off his own bowling, sticks a boot out, but it'll still be a single. Economical so far, no boundaries off his first 4 deliveries. Islamabad 65 for 2. They don't want the run rate to get too far ahead of him. Emmett, by the way, we cannot hear you, FYI, if you're speaking. Required run rate 10.28. Islamabad just slightly behind that. They should be fine for now. Oh, nice slow loopy. Off spinner from Malik as the left-hander cuts it away into the deep.
can you hear me now?
Yep, loud and clear.
Oh. Mike जो है ना मुझे धोखे दे देता है आगे पीछे.
Final ball of the 7th. He's gotten through a good one here, Malik, if this one doesn't go for a boundary.
Yep, doing the right job. Again, after losing a wicket, the pressure needs to be applied from the Karachi Kings, and he's doing exactly that. Yeah,
Right.
Dijink ऐसा slandered कॉमिक हीरो है मलिक भाई हमारे.
Well, gotta see what he's saying here. Down the track. Oh, I was just waiting for that boundary, and long off is there actually, so it won't be one. It'll just be a single. 67 for 2 after 7. You can feel Karachi's energy coming back into this game.
Yeah, good first over from Malik. Only 5 runs off that. And Fahim Ashraf, who's new to the crease, was being pegged back there by the off spinner.
Yo, Alwali Brani Singh, he got stuck in a lift. I don't know if he's in Pakistan, but I just want to say that Pakistani elevators are scary, man.
He is a Pakistani. He was at the GSL a few nights ago.
Yeah, so I get you, bro. Like, the Pakistani elevators are traumatic.
Foreign में तो elevators भी अच्छी होती हैं.
Foreign.
आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं?
No, to be honest, like, some of the other elevators, like, even in Saudi, I've seen are pretty traumatic.
Best elevator you've ever been on?
It's got to be the Burj Khalifa one.
Yeah, that's high up there.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
But there's also, actually, shout out to C'est La Vie, the Address Hotel. They have a glass elevator that goes all the way to the 70th floor.
You know what? I actually really like. Yeah, I really like the elevator at Financial Center.
That's
I
pretty
went
cool
to
too. That's pretty cool too.
Map, I think, and yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
But the elevator, I mean.
But yeah, look, you got that elevator to C'est La Vie is awesome.
मुसाद तो मुझे बताओ तुम commentary भी कर रहे हो, bowling भी करवा रहे हो, ये कैसे?
यार वैसे ये वाले मुसाद ने भी he's getting a little rounder around the edges. We both need to
Hey,
work.
he's making sure you guys look and stay
Yeah,
the
we
same.
both need to work on this. Comes down the track this time, worked away through mid wicket, should just be one.
My question
Mm-hmm.
for the chat and anyone that's seen Musad, I mean, we are seeing him on TV. Who has the worst beard, Musad or Tabrez?
There's no way this guy's beard is better than me.
Dude, listen, you've got the beard of like a young bear, okay?
That's great. That's exactly what you want.
That's why I'm asking the chat.
You
I think
want
we
it to
need
be
an
complete. My beard
unbiased
connects
opinion.
from all sides. It's fairly complete. When I want to grow it out, I can grow it out. I'm very happy with it. Bowled him! Massad strikes and Shamsi celebrates. That one keeps a little low. Van der Dusen on the back foot. I don't know what he was trying to do there. And he misses it completely. Knocks back the middle stump.
Yeah, that just stayed very low there. Van der Dusen was looking to pull this, expected it to be a lot higher, but the ball's basically crashed into the base of leg stump or middle stump, pardon me, off stump, whatever. Whew.
We saw a couple deliveries in the first innings keep low like this too, Emmett.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see if you're an Islamabad United fan. And I told you, losing these wickets now means the game has gone away from the IU.
Abdul Makid is saying 22 off 20 is a match-losing innings.
Yeah, it should have been converted into something bigger. But most of the people seem to be siding with your beard, Masad. So there you go.
Because they're logical, sound people.
मैंने तो ये नहीं कहा कि यार I just said you look like a young Reach.
I mean, if your beard doesn't scare some people, it's not a beard.
Yep.
Appreciate the GIF, Daniel Reza. Or GIF, whatever you call it.
I mean, speaking of bald Massads,
Azam Khan?
no, I was gonna say Djink, bring out the picture.
Yo, please don't bring out the picture.
Yo,
Picture
Djink, this is
freaking
your
haunts
moment
me
to
on
shine.
WhatsApp every
Listen,
day.
I give Djink one moment in every game. That is my goal. I don't know him personally, but that is my goal, and this is his moment to shine.
God. Well, Azam Khan's
Bring out the picture. Bring out the bald Megamind Mossad.
My goodness. I really like my hair. I got a haircut today, and I paid for it way too much. By the way, prices have gone up again, Emmett.
क्या हो रहा है भाई? Chaps वालों को बोलो बंद कर दे मैं.
It's just
मुझे नहीं
ridiculous.
कटवाने
69
बाल.
for 3. After 7.2. I'm seeing Atif tomorrow night, which is the greatest date of my life. Cut away this time.
I don't know. I was gonna say something about.
She's not listening. She never listens.
I was gonna say like I don't know how your significant other feels about.
She's
this,
not
but
listening in, so we'll be
shout
fine.
out to her for competing with Atif Aslam.
I mean, yeah, well, there's 70 for 3.
Losing cause. Oh, whoa. Just bouncing around there a little bit, Shamsi.
A little excited.
I was going to say, he's getting more bounce than the ball.
70 for 3 after 7.3. The Ray Shamsi, wow, he's got a serious T20 career, by the way.
Yeah,
216
very
games.
robust,
Yeah.
rotund. Not to, fat shame him or anything, but he is putting on a few pounds.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
When did you post this? Don't post it on Twitter, man.
Dude, it's been out there for a long time.
Oh my God! I go on one vacation. My entire personality's been slandered. Reverse sweep to point for a single.
Oh, man.
What? I didn't know it was out on Twitter. I thought this was a private thing, man.
No, man. That's what I'm telling you. We give him a prompt every few... actually, he just posted it now, so you know what? I'm going to RT that.
Don't post it publicly. Oh my
Bro, go
God!
for it. It's a free world. That has to be like the top 3 most embarrassing pictures that I've ever seen.
It's not even real. Driven to the offside for no run. It's not. Oh my God. Yeah, no boundary in the last 2 overs. Final ball of the 8th now coming up. And that's smacked away this time to square leg. I got people from work on my Twitter. You need to delete that.
वो कह रहा था ये क्या listen, if you can give Mossad the same beard as Megamind in the edit,
You need.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh my God.
I know you Photoshop guys can do it.
Right, 72 for 3 after 8. Islamabad needed 130 in about 13 overs. In 12 overs, sorry.
Oh man, every time I look at that picture.
You need it. I'm not kidding. This needs to go.
Oh, dude, it's so good. There he is. Legend, man. Djink is a legend.
Didn't he got too much? Wasn't he becoming a doctor and some shit, man? Go take care of some people.
I have no idea. All I know is that he's extremely talented.
Oh, God.
हाँ देखो यार मसाद मैं भी ट्रिगर हो गए चलो यार मतलब आप डीएम शेम कर दें अगर एडिट मिल सकता है.
I
We just want to make a
appreciate
sticker
it.
for the chat.
This time off the bats for a single.
Yeah.
Earthquake classes online. Like, these doctors are taking online classes, man. What the hell?
Yo, if
How are you gonna do surgery online?
surgery on जिस तरह पाकिस्तान को कोच मिल रहा था ऑनलाइन इस तरह सर्जरी ऑनलाइन हो
73 for
सकती है.
3.
पेशेंट को जो है वो गाइड करेगा देखें आप खुद कर लें.
73 for 3 after 8.1 on the back foot this time. Drags it down. Fahim Ashraf, who's still out there. At,
Maybe you can get a surgery manager
surgery manager.
that could like just oversee things on the ground.
Yeah.
The run
Required
right now
right
is
now-
11, and Islamabad have dipped below 9. So congratulations to everyone.
Yeah, required right now 11, by the way.
और तुम बोलो कि लंबा लाइनअप है ये है वो है अभी पता चल जाएगा बेटा.
I mean, it is. It's just not working out right now. Full toss from Malik. And why didn't Azam hit that for 6? I mean,
I think he was just premeditating, maybe just a dab down to long off. I think trying to build himself a little bit of time here, just getting used to the surface. Maybe I don't know.
we talked about the terrible Marvel movie that's just come out in the first innings. I wanted to actually ask you about a movie that people are really telling me that it's really good. Even TikTok's been saying it's good.
Cocaine Bear.
Sorry. I was actually thinking of going to see that. It seems hilarious. Flicked
Everyone
off the
said it was
pad
hilarious,
through
so-
mid-wicket, and it'll just be a one. You watched it already?
No, I haven't, but I've been hearing. from
Looks
people that it's
hilarious,
a good
doesn't it?
time. Yeah.
I was gonna actually ask the return of the Mummy Returns actor,
The Whale.
the whale. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it's extremely sad. I think Ramiz Hassan was on here maybe a week ago or something. He was telling us that it's a very good movie, extremely emotional, and that's what I've heard too. That it is extremely, extremely sad. So
Right. Well, as a
watch at your
Pakistani
own
man, I
peril.
can't deal with emotion, so I will not be watching that.
There you go.
76 for 3
That's the right call.
after 8.4. Oh, that's just well left from Azam Khan, and the day one wicket is turning away from him.
Why DT?
I think just went over the line.
Yeah, तुम तो यही कहोगे.
76 for 3. Final ball of the ninth over now coming up. Somewhere out there, Asad Afzal is beaming. Full toss on middle and leg, played away to long on. Oh, misfield. Just be single. 77 for 3. It was really good, but very sad. Sadie and Brendan were just awesome.
I thought you were saying it was Sadie.
Sadie,
Like the movie was very
I'm already.
Sadie.
Hassan Butt saying I'm already dealing. I'm already watching Clue.
The Last of Us.
Oh, The Last of Us. Okay, why can't you say it then, man? What the hell is
Hey.
Clue?
It's a lot. I understood.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I heard that's pretty good too.
It
Junior's
is
been watching.
again also like emotionally wrecks you every single episode. There's been 7 of them, and I think like everyone that's watched it, they've had their hearts ripped out of their chest
Wow.
7 times.
Okay.
So
I thought it was like
yeah.
a horror show.
It's got like elements of the zombie stuff, but it's extremely emotional. The human side of it is very very painful to watch.
Yeah, Abdul will keep keeping us updated on the cricket. Just 15 runs since the power play. It's been 3 overs. And, to brace Shamsi with a good delivery. Almost a cotton bowl opportunity from Azam Khan, who's gone into his shell here. He doesn't really take time to get going. He's 5 off 7.
I don't know. Maybe he's received some instructions to just hold back for another over or so. I don't know.
I don't know how long Islamabad can wait here, but I guess until they need 13 and over, they could afford that. No, there you go. Comes down the track, Azam Khan, and smacks it straight to a wide long on for single this time.
Yeah, I didn't get enough whippage there. Azam Khan wanted to hit it between mid wicket and long on.
That's something I will
Unfortunately.
agree with is Rafa saying Pedro Pascal is a legend. He absolutely is.
या तुमने उसको literally शायद एक show में देखा होगा
And that was a great show.
and that's my point. You need to watch the rest of his work.
You're saying it's not good, or you're saying?
No, he's great. I think he deserves more eyes.
Oh, it's rocks back this time. Tries to pull this, but Fahim Ashraf doesn't get a hold of it.
Yep, he's in the Mandalorian. Season 3's just come out, and watch the
I watched him in Kingsman as well.
He was in Kingsman. He was in Narcos. He was in the Game of Thrones.
Narcos, of course, is the show that you're referring to.
Yep.
The race goes fuller this time. Oh, bit of an outside edge. Misses the keeper,
Dropped.
runs down to short third man for a single.
It's been dropped.
Is that a drop catch?
I'm pretty sure that's a drop catch.
It's a difficult take, to be fair.
I need to see the replay on that because my Apple Watch suddenly got triggered, but I'm pretty sure that's drop catch.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a drop catch.
Yep, it went into his gloves.
It was actually moving away from the ball.
Yep. Musad, please never clean shave. Yeah, Dijink, yeah, please. I just want to see this.
I will not clean shave ever.
I just want to see a bald, clean shaved.
Drew it away through the offside.
Look like a hairless bear.
So, do you guys remember that for people in the UAE and of course people all around the world, you guys probably remember that one 3-week or maybe 6-week period in the pandemic where everybody was just told that they could literally not leave their homes, and here in Dubai we would even have to download like a PDF permit to even go grocery shopping. It's like it was such a weird life. Like I think back to it and I think I'm dreaming about it because it felt like it never existed. Final ball of the 10th over 80 for 3. Comes down the track this time for him. Luckily for him, he reaches it, or else it would have been a stump opportunity. Just a single to end the 10th. Halfway there, Islamabad are 81 for 3. They have a lot of work to do in the final 10. At this stage, Karachi were 87 for 4. But who will emulate Imad Wasim here for Islamabad? Let me go back to that story, Ahmed. It was me, Junior, and Saad living together, and obviously that can get to you. I mean, just being alone in a closed home for that long can get
just
to you.
being like meeting them for an hour is hard enough. So I get
there. You go.
Yeah.
So Frost clearly enjoyed it, and so at one point, I mean, we were just flipping tables around. We were playing ping pong on a dining table. We were playing badminton over the couch. We were just doing crazy things, and I obviously couldn't see my barber, and I just gave in at some point, and I clean shaved during the pandemic. The best part about doing that was the fact that nobody had to see me, because I lived with myself for about 7 days. That's how long it takes for my beard to grow back at a decent level. I would say 0.5, and it was just horrific. I don't want to do that ever again.
No, I can imagine, and I tell you this because I decided a little too late in the game to do that, and I think the week that I did it, 2 days later, they announced that we're going back to the office. मैंने सोचा था यार ऑफिस में तो कोई मुझे कभी ऐसे नहीं देखेगा.
This time it's a wide one. Fahim pulls it from outside off, and again long on his near. The field positioning in the deep from Karachi has been good, and the outfielding also efficient. I remember that, Emma. I remember you telling me that you made that decision, and then immediately the lockdown called off.
Yeah, the only thing is, like, during the lockdown, during that phase, I'd lost enough weight that I didn't mind, not having hair, but still, like, it wasn't a great feeling.
How'd you manage to lose weight in the lockdown, though?
I don't know, but at one point I lost like 8 kilos.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think it's because Ramadan came up in between that.
Yeah, it did.
That just kind of...
That was such a weird Ramadan, man.
It was.
Smacked away this time through mid-wicket. Oh, there's the gap. There's the gap. Islamabad desperately needed that impetus. Azam Khan, he's been their star batter throughout this season and gets a much-needed boundary. 11 off 11 for him. This United are 86 for 3.
Yeah, needs to take the attack to Imad Wasim. If not, he's not going to target Tabriz Shamsi, who's the more tricky of the two bowlers, but Imad's line and lengths are perfect for Azam's hitting arcs.
Ramiz with the slander saying, meanwhile, Shakil has left the chat hearing the beer stories. This time, swept finally by Azam Khan. I think that'll be leg bias, to be fair.
जी Shakil को भी actually pandemic की वजह से जो है ना उसकी beard ऐसी है.
Yeah.
वरना उससे पहले तो he has like a lush field of red on his face.
Yeah. Just a reminder for everybody listening in and, of course, watching the PSL this season, we'll have some women's T20 action, 2 Amazons versus Super Women on the 8th, 10th, and 11th of March, 2 p.m. at the Pindi Stadium. Upish from Fahim, but mid-off is outside the circle. Long off will catch it, though, on the bounce. Just another single, 88 for 3 now. Ahmed, I've heard a few international superstars will actually be flying in for the women's exhibition game.
Oh yeah, from which sides?
I think one person from England and another from South Africa. I'm not sure yet. Good Yorker.
That's really cool, man. I mean, they're really pushing this, and I hope that they launch it into a full league as they've planned to, because we're seeing it happening in the IPL across the border. So it's going to be a huge moment for women's cricket.
88 for 3 after 10.5. Oh, what a shot from Azam Khan! Gets down on one knee and just uses the power in his wrists to pummel this over mid-wicket for 6.
Catching practice for the ball boys there. Azam Khan using his wrists like Masad mentioned, and almost like a paddle lap sweep to a spinner. That's the kind of power this boy has.
That's a great hit.
Yeah. Very quick arms there from Azam Khan. Very short jab of the bat. Didn't have to hit it too hard, but enough to clear the fence with comfort.
Yeah. Just shout out Ali Imran. If you're listening in, I'm coming for you.
Okay, weird, but sure.
94 for 3 after 11. He's downloaded the ditching photo and made it his phone wallpaper.
No, that's just scary, man. Imagine waking up to in the middle of the night to that face. I mean, no offense to you, but full offense.
Not the face, it's the head.
All of it. As a combination.
The ensemble. Oh, right. I really hope they sort out the branding for the team, says Gail. You don't need to have names hinting to their gender. Fair point. To be fair, the branding has been a bit low ball, but the entire effort sometimes seems kind of rudimentary. I will just allow it, Gail, because it's literally just version 0.1. Long way to go for Pakistan.
Yeah, I think it's the baby steps at this stage, and in concept, just the fact that they've at least tried to do this is a big win, but they do need to improve and
comes down the track to him, who's just not managed to get going here. 10 off 12 as he plays this to long on for a single.
मतलब शादाब ने भी ये करना था, ये भी ये कर रहा है, तो no real harm, I guess.
The race Shamsi has been economical, 2 overs 10 for 1 for 10.
He's a wily customer. We've talked about his variations, not very easy to pick. Not too many left-arm leg spinners in the world of cricket, so I don't know how many times people get to experience his variety, and that's what makes him so tough to pick.
Azam 17 off 14. 107 required off 53. This is going to be a brilliant matchup. Upish, cutaway in the air. Sweeper is right there to stop that.
Yeah, that was a poor delivery. Should have been punished because he had so much room on the offside to target the boundary.
Rafa saying
the PJL was very bad. We've seen it in the domestic circuit with the Northern and Sindh and all these logos. They look like they're out of a Don Bradman game.
Yeah, 96 for 3 after 11.2. Down the leg side, that's a freebie. It's smacked away to fine leg for a single. That should have gone for 4, Fahim. Missed out.
That should have been put away for 4.
Yeah.
अच्छा मुझे जो सबसे मजे की बात लगती है ना, पाकिस्तान में generally if you look at advertisers, they're a dime a dozen. People outsource their design work to Pakistan because they have a lot of talented people who obviously are more affordable than getting people here. And then our own corporations and organizations within Pakistan, like the PCB, are not relying on these talents. And it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, you're right. And maybe it's because of the expenses, but surely you should be able to...
भाई हम कह रहे हैं कि affordability वहाँ पे आपको कैसे expensive लग रहा है?
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Bang! Azam Khan! He's the man with the answers for Islamabad. What a hit that is. Comes dancing down the track. Connects a great hit over mid-wicket for 6. That's gone 10 rows back into the Pindi crowd.
And people say he's the best hitter of spin in Pakistan cricket. Others argue that he's one of the best hitters of spin in world cricket. And with shots like that, he continues to strengthen their argument. Massive 6.
The 100 coming up for Islamabad with that shot too. And look at that bottom hand being employed. Great hit.
Yep. Great hit. 105 meters. We talked about how he had one of the longest sixes of the tournament in Karachi at 102. He's just bettered that. Holy smokes.
The brace this time goes full. Azam Khan goes in the air. And this time square leg will watch it go all the way for 6. It's a sweep on one knee. Big Red is here in the building. And he's taken Islamabad over the line. 109 for 3.
That's unstoppable from Azam Khan. In the kind of form that he's in right now, no one that you put in front of him is good enough.
They need a wicket here desperately. And there needs to be a Azam Khan, Karachi.
Yep. It needs to be Azam Khan. They wanted Fahim Ashraf on strike for as long as he possibly could have been. Azam Khan's just come in and taken the game by the scruff of the neck. It doesn't look like he's going to slow down here. Already. Good over for Islamabad, 15 off it.
It's the biggest over of the innings so far.
I think so, yeah. Or I think there's one over that went for a few more. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just need more of this. 30 off 17. Islamabad keeper keeping them in this game.
Right. 30 off 17. Yeah, Dijik.
No way.
Final ball of the 12th over, this time driven away through mid-off. Just be one. End of a great over for the United. 110 for 3 after 12.
I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm going off air.
All right, take the break. Most sixes in this innings. Azam Khan's got 14 alongside TKC. Now, Fakhr Zaman on top of the list. It's with 17. Imad Hussein with 15. And Colin Monroe with 13. That's a violation. I am.
Check out the next violation.
I'm coming to Istanbul at the end of next month, and I'm heading straight to Diging's place.
Oh my goodness. You know, Subby's just messaged me on the side. He's listening in and he's like, send me the picture.
Do not send Subby the picture. Oh, goodness. Anyway, let's get back to the cricket here.
There's no way to get back into the game.
8 overs to go, 92 required. Andrew Ty's gone for 11 and it's 1 over. Do not post anything.
Oh my god.
Release the massage. It's never going to happen. Right, 8 overs to go. 110 for 3. Azam Khan with a high back lift. Drives it beautifully. Straight to mid-off, though. No run.
Honestly, I think the world deserves to see it.
I don't think so, for my sake and
For your confidence sake.
for my professional life. 110 for
Oh
3.
man. Oh yeah. So he's telling me you look like a thumb. A thumb with a goatee. Ben Duckett.
A pitch this time from Azam Khan. It's in the air. One bounce over the point fielder for 4. Great hit again. He can do it against the fast bowling too. $114 for 3 now. Azam 35 off 20. He's keeping Islamabad in the hunt.
Single-handed effort once again from Azam Khan. We've seen a 97 from him earlier in this tournament that rescued Islamabad from a very similar situation. Has to do that and a lot more here tonight.
In comes Andrew Ty, this time back at the length delivery. In the air, there's nobody there. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, over third man for another boundary. Azam Khan has turned this game around. He's brought Islamabad from the edge. And he's almost put them in front of the Karachi Kings. A partnership of 49 off 31. They're talking about freelancing on air, Emmett. Talking about those graphic designers.
I really can't talk right now because
Okay, down the track. This time it's slapped from Azam Khan. Bit of an unorthodox shot, but he'll pick up a single from it again. Partnership of 50 comes up, 50 off 32.
you look like a lawyer that makes you accept, a terrible deal, a plea bargain or something. Oh man.
Well, might as well take the deal at this point. 119 for 3.
You look like the lawyer that helps your dad's brother steal property
Wow.
back home in Pakistan.
Shout out Mirpur.
Oh man. He did, and it looks so natural.
Swing and a miss from Fahim Ashraf. It's a dot delivery. It's not working for Fahim Ashraf, but Azam Khan at the other end is absolutely killing it.
Yeah. Okay, I need a drink of water.
50 off 33 this partnership. Oh, that's a good delivery, good bouncer. Just gets out of the way.
Yeah, good comeback there from Andrew Ty. And I think Fahim Ashraf's job right now is just to bring Azam back on strike. That looked like it was a bit too short, if I'm being honest with you, but ends the 13th, 119 for 3.
83 and 7. That's gettable.
Yeah, I think especially the way that Azam's going right now, it should be a game that goes deep. I'm still not fully sure that Islamabad can pull this off.
I think they've got everything in the tank to do so.
Yeah, Talha saying is Fahim is losing us this game.
Yeah, Digig, you're absolutely right. Right, 119 for 3 after 13.
Surprise. Yeah. Says this image is Touch ID's POV.
What's Touch ID?
Your phone's
Yeah.
face.
It's that little oval you draw around your face when you're verification. $119 for 3.
No, you can't. You guys can't do this, man. not in the middle of a game, please.
Right.
Oh my god.
Amr Amin back into the attack. 18 off his first 2. Will it be him or will it be Ahmad Wasim?
No, I think. No, it is Amir. I mean, actually. I didn't realize he took the work badge off. Dude, the blue one though.
Yeah, like that needs to stay like buried in whatever corner of the internet. Something's happening here on the outfield. I think one of the KK fielders has gone off. Ahmad's having a debate about the umpire about the time that it's taking. Oh, they're worried about how long Amr Amin has been off the field. Is he eligible to bowl? Right, so that's going to force Karachi's hand to bring on Muhammad Amr, in fact. That's very interesting. I didn't expect this change right now. Amr Amin was supposed to bowl the 14th. They were probably going to save Muhammad Amr's overs towards the end. This could change a lot of how this game goes, Emmett.
Yep.
Maybe they should have just gone with Ahmad Wasim at this point. I think Amr's overs are very valuable.
I think it's the spin threat that they've just seen in that previous over against Shamsi that Azam Khan's bringing. That's why they're trying to bring on a faster spinner among the 3.
Biryani versus Burgers is one of the posters out there. Right. Amr versus Azam Khan. I think Azam is really going to enjoy taking the game to him right now. Yep, that's why he starts off with a wide one.
मसला ये कि ये definitely अपनी जो है वो change of pace off cutters कराएगा, and that's still a chance if Azam just pops one in the air. Just needs to be a bit more watchful here, Azam Khan. Just wait a little bit longer for that big shot.
120 for 3 after 13. 82 required off 42. Short ball gets out of the way there, Azam Khan. Oh, that's been given wide. That's harsh.
No, that is wide. That's way too short. Side angle से तुम्हें पता चलेगा.
No, that's... I'll have to look at the side angle, but first look, that looks very tough.
For me, it looked like it was going over his head and he was still standing up straight. He was barely ducking there. Third man inside the circle, so width and room could be punished here.
121 for 3. Big appeal from Amr. It struck him outside leg, though.
Yep, well outside. And they might take a desperation review here. He doesn't seem to know. He's asking his keeper for
He's
some
begging
advice.
for it, I think.
But we get no desperation review. Yeah. Yeah, फायदा नहीं है, दो हैं, ले लो. I think they might just do that.
They are going upstairs, Emma. That's the single
Yep.
for the review. 121 for 3.
They're fighting for their spot in the PSL right now, so everything and anything that they can get is a bonus.
Amir's chatting with Azam. Azam saying he didn't hit it.
Yeah. It's definitely struck the front pad in my eyes, so
No problem with the no ball.
yep.
In fact, Amir should be pushing his foot a little bit further to get that extra yard's pace.
You could use that.
That's outside
Clearly
leg.
outside
well
leg.
outside leg. That's a terrible
Yeah.
review.
But we can it struck the front pad, which is already outside leg. If it was the back pad, maybe there would have been a better chance, but that's a wasted review. We can see that from the very
Yeah, that's the wrong
naked
call
eye.
from Karachi. Desperation.
Yep.
Yeah, look, here we go. It's going to be pitching a mile outside leg.
चलो मोमेंटम थोड़ा तोड़ने वाली एक बॉल आ गई. पिछली दो balls wide थी.
Yeah.
They're just trying to.
It, of course, means
Make
that Karachi will lose their review, and Basit Ali is
Yep.
asking for the Dilviz. I think it's 50-50 for me, right down the middle.
I think it's 60-40 Karachi still.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yep. I just feel like there's one wicket in this game, and this game completely goes from Islamabad's favor.
Right. Amir's been asked to redo his run-up here as Fahim gets ready. They did take a leg bye off that LBW shout, so 122 for 3 after 13.1.
And again, not entirely sure what Fahim Ashraf's game plan is, but
He's
I
got to
hope
start
that he
hitting
just-
out now. Here we go. The left-hander versus left-hander down the leg side. Flicked away. Good shot for Fahim. Finds the fence at fine leg. That's a good ball
Much
and a good
needed.
shot and a great result for Islamabad.
Yep, that is much needed for Fahim Ashraf himself. It was a bit of a lucky break for him because almost nutmegged him. Found enough bat to flick this away. Islamabad need a lot more of these.
That's a proper hit. It's a great hit. Not easy being a fast bowler. We saw that in the Islamabad innings. Even the good deliveries can go for boundaries. Driven away this time. Past point. Just a single. Good over so far. Last 17 deliveries have gone for 39 runs. It's been an onslaught here, but mostly from Azam Khan.
Yeah, it's been mostly him, but Fahim Ashraf, having been out there for this long, needs to do something. Amir's struggling. He seems to be grimacing. That's just not his regular face.
Yeah, he's seems like he's carrying a minor injury.
Might be.
$127 for 3. 40 off 23 is Azam Khan. He's ready for it again. Amr steaming in. Gives it a wide one. Is that going to be given wide? I think it'd be hard. Oh, wow.
It is. That's wide for sure. It's wide any day.
Oh.
And he can't afford that right now if he's struggling with an injury. With Amir Amin having been off the field for so long, he really cannot afford to bowl these extra deliveries. And you can see the pace going away from him too. But yeah, clearly in some discomfort. Not sure if it's the groin or if it's the knee, but I think it might be the groin area.
Yeah.
All those thrusts that he provided a few weeks ago.
128 for 3. Yeah. 3 deliveries to go here in the 14th. Straightens this one up. Azam chips it in the air. And it goes on the bounce to long on, luckily.
Yeah, too early into that stroke, Azam Khan, and I think he wanted to hit it straighter, but Amir definitely can't continue here.
He's definitely not going to get another over here, is he?
I mean, that might be detrimental for the Karachi Kings if he does.
2 deliveries to go. He's already bowled 3 extra deliveries. It's been a very long over, this one.
Yeah, lots of wides, and even though they haven't really done too much against him, just the boundary, the over has been expensive.
Exactly, yeah. Fahim Ashraf now gearing up. Amr goes 2 full down the leg side. It was another hittable delivery.
Yeah, just missed out there for
Fahim
Fahim
misses
Ashraf.
out. Another single. Final ball of the over now coming up. Azam will really be hoping for a 6 or a boundary here.
I think he's got the freebies. I think he could even see this over off because I don't think Amir's going to come back. No chance. No point really risking it against, perhaps a slow delivery. So I'm okay if he just sees this off and retains the strike for the next over. Because now the combinations are going to start to get more interesting for the Karachi Kings. Yep. Speaking of thrusts and Amirs, we did discuss this on the new high pitch episode because that's what we do.
Final ball of the 14th over. Oh, good delivery from Amir, but a good shot from Azam Khan. Flicks it away to mid-wicket. And a painful over, literally, from Mohammad Amir comes to an end. 131 for 3. 11.83 in the last 6. It's very much doable, isn't it?
It should be, but again, just hoping that the wickets don't fall. Strategic timeout, so you can play some terrible music again.
Right. It's time for some terrible music. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Folks, for the final time for tonight, we are back live. 6 overs to go, 71 runs required. Amir Amin is finally eligible to bowl for the Karachi Kings, and he's brought back into the attack by Ahmad Wasim. Azam Khan, I feel, is the man that is standing between Karachi Kings being knocked out of the PSL 8. He's got a lot to say about the way this season is going to go for everybody. And the next 6 overs is where that's going to be decided. He's going to face Amr Yamin now, who's steaming in to save Karachi's season. Right arm fast. And it's worked away past short fine leg. It's trickling down quickly to the boundary. It'll go all the way for 4, in fact. What a start.
It's not just a power game, Assad. Azam Khan is playing the angles, working the ball around all parts of the ground. That almost was an inside edge, but you could see the bat turning in his hand, and he knew what he wanted to do. That was intentional.
Bassett, no, I support the Quetta Gladiators.
How poetic would it be, though, for Azam Khan to knock out his hometown team?
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Karachi faithful will feel about that, but would make for good headlines. Oh, what a shot, flicked away to square leg for 1, but that looked so good.
Yeah, just wanted to turn the bat a bit more, close the face a bit more, maybe hit it towards fine leg, but gets the single nonetheless. Not a bad start to the over for Islamabad. They'll be happy with these, as the
136 for
fans
3.
are happy with their chai. Or so it seems. That one dude looks very sad, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's stuck in a cardboard house. I mean, how would you feel?
Well,
136 for 3. 14.2 overs gone. Bahim Ashraf 16 off 18. There he goes! Durrana takes off at Pindi. Smacked over mid-wicket into the crowd for 6. That's what he's been waiting for. A back-of-the-length delivery in the slot from Amr Yamin. And Islamabad now taking this game in complete control.
yeah, we're waiting for this for a very long time as well. Fahim Ashraf finally letting loose. He's been out there for a long time. Gets the ball in his arc. Loves to play the post shot. And 102 meter 6 for him as well. So massive sixes from both these batsmen. And hopefully a lot more of this to come.
Required run rates come down from 11 after a while. Imad Wasim looks a little worried after a while.
Yeah, his bowling changes aren't really paying off here.
Yamin goes full outside off stomp. Beautifully driven by Fahim Ashraf for a single. Shoaib Malik the sweeper out there.
And the problem now is that if Mohammad Amir is actually facing an issue and he can't come back on, he doesn't have that many pace options. Andrew Tai went for some runs. Amir Yamin's definitely gone for a lot of runs. Imad Wasim hasn't completed his own spell. Tabriz Shamsi has not completed his spell, so a lot of incomplete options here. Shoaib Malik definitely not going to come back on with these two at the crease.
Two very animated camps at that timeout, Ahmed. Wasim Akram laying it into the Karachi bowlers, and Shadab Khan speaking to his batters. Pulled away by Azam Khan through mid-wicket for a single.
Yep, I think Azam Khan was potentially dictating the conversation there, trying to tell them what he needs to do and what needs to be done. Wasim Akram, on the other hand, was lecturing Andrew Tai. I think he's right to do so because Tai is a very experienced campaigner and needs to deliver here. He's been known as a death specialist in the past. Hasn't lived up to that tag in the PSL.
I think that Azam will be very comfortable with anything around 15 and over, Emmett.
Yeah, I think he will be, especially with some overs from spin still to come, because they have to bowl spinners here. They have no other option.
Yep.
One of the spinners will have to bowl out entirely, and that's where the game shifts in Islamabad's favor.
Well, they're hoping for a wicket before that. Karachi, good Yorker from Amr Yamin. It's dug out just as well from Fahim Ashraf for a single.
Yeah,
And
let me just take a look at what the bowling option situation looks like. So
Sure.
they have used 6 bowlers here tonight. Amir, Imad Wasim, Amir Yamin, Andrew Tai, Shoaib Malik, and Tabriz Shamsi. Shamsi has 1 over. Andrew Tai has 2 overs. Malik has 2 overs. Imad Wasim has 2 overs. Amir has 1 over, and Amir Yamin has 1 over. I don't think these two come back until perhaps the 19th and 20th. So Andrew Tai with a mix of Amir and Muhammad Amir. Amir Yamin and Muhammad Amir means 1 over from a spinner here is essential. And if I'm Imad Wasim, I go for Tabriz Shamsi because Imad 2 for 22, not going to be his night.
yeah, with all due respect, Emmett, as you were reading out those names, it just increased my confidence in Islamabad winning this game.
Yeah, I think there is still a chance for Islamabad. It requires still a monumental effort, 12 and over, but with the bowlers that are still to come and Karachi's history of choking things, there might be a chance for Islamabad to just see this through. The question, though, will go back on Imad Wasim only being capable of bowling 2 overs in this entire innings.
Tabriz Shamsi back in the length delivery, dragged down by Fahim Ashraf to long on for a single. This
Yeah,
is a
it
big
doesn't
over,
really-
right? This is the one where Azam unleashes.
He does. And I don't think Fahim Ashraf reads Tabrez Shamsi particularly well. He waits to see it off the surface before he realizes which way the ball's turning. Azam, on the other hand, has the upper hand here. And if he can hit at least 2 sixes in this over, the game is very well tilted towards Islamabad.
56 required off 29. This is prime time PSL now. Knockouts around the corner. Azam goes big. He hasn't connected this, but there's no fielder there. One bounce over mid-wicket for 4. 150 up for the United. And 50 up for the big man, Azam Khan. 52 off 29. A lot has been said about this man, his stature, his physicality, his ability to play this game at the top level. I tell you what, he's shut everybody up this season. He has been by far Islamabad's best batter.
Oh, by a country mile. He is perhaps one of the best batters of the tournament in terms of impact. It's a breakout moment for Azam Khan.
Shamsi. Oh, what a shot! It's connected. It's massive. It's over square leg for 6. The cameraman doesn't know where it is, but I can guarantee you that is half a dozen. Wow, Azam. Down on one knee, and he's just pummeled this. And with that, he's put Islamabad in the driver's seat.
He's put Islamabad in the driver's seat, and he is the man putting butts in seats at the Pindi Stadium. I'm telling you, there's some huge names in this Islamabad side, some huge names in the Karachi sides. No one is more exciting than this young man right now.
The fans
He
love it.
is going to
We
be
love
the
it. This is an
biggest
exhibition.
draw.
This is the run rate renaissance we've been talking about.
Oh, unbelievable
Right,
here from
46
Azam.
off 27. Desperately need to dismiss Azam. Forget about any other wicket. They need to get Azam out if Karachi want to play in the playoffs. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Azam chant score around the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium.
And
This-
I'm telling you, he's the biggest draw at Islamabad United right now, and maybe going forward in the PSL, because Pakistanis fell in love with Shahid Afridi all those years ago because of a similar prowess. Azam Khan is bringing that back.
Right, the brace Shamsi. Final 2 deliveries. Fahim this time squeezes it past square leg. Will they come back for 2? I don't think they should give Azam the strike, no, but they come back for 2. Chance for a run out. The throw was good, but no, they'll make it safely.
No, it's good batting. I think Fahim Ashraf recognized the double was there. Azam responded, again, not struggling with his running.
Not at all.
And Islamabad are putting on the pressure here. Last delivery.
I want to
this
see a
over.
replay of that 6.
Yeah, it was very casually hit from Azam Khan. He ran the first one very quickly, came back very quickly for the second. Fahim Ashraf responded to the call as well.
Rocks back. Fahim doesn't get a hold of it, and it'll just be a single to
Yeah.
long off. Brilliant over for Islamabad. Exactly what they needed from that final over of spin.
14 off it.
So 42 off 4 with 7 wickets in hand. That's the batting team's game.
Yeah, it has to be now. I told you that I was worried at one point because the game was starting to move away, but overs like this and the previous 2, you can't really hide from those if you're the Karachi Kings. And if you're a Karachi Kings supporter, you need to be asking questions about this bowling lineup. बासत आपने कोई बहुत ही हैवी किस्म का रेफरेंस जो है वो फेंका है और मुझे तो बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आया, so I do apologize. Yeah, he's really shifted people's perceptions with his bat, and that's what everyone wanted, for him to perform and for people to see that at the national level, international level perhaps. There's no denying his talent, there's no denying his prowess and ability, and I think right now Azam Khan is probably, if not the most informed batsman in Pakistan. Imad Wasim a close second.
.42 off 24.
चलिए इस मैच के बाद आई थिंक गूगलिंग हो जाएगी थोड़ी.
Right, Andrew Dye needs to save Karachi's season here. Right arm,
And his own.
medium pace, in the air. Should be a sweeper out there. Just a 1.
Yeah.
Still got to get
And,
these runs. I mean, it's not easy.
Of course. Yeah, we've seen games get close and then
As a
batting
Quetta
side
fan, I'll
just
tell you,
falter.
it can be traumatic.
Yeah, I think you guys have a special skill of not chasing this down, but so do the Karachi Kings. And before the game, Wasim Akram actually did have a chat with Azam this morning. So
If you can get a screenshot of that, Sohail, it'd be cool.
Yeah,
Had a chat with the wrong side, Wasim
he
bhai.
did. He's used to that, Wasim.
Oh, that's a terrible delivery and exquisitely placed by Azam Khan. Full fast Yorker on leg stump. He just flicks it past short fine leg for 4.
Just a time for him to convert that delivery into a 4. It wasn't premeditated. He was moving across the stumps, saw the ball, and converted it into a perfect paddle lap sweep. And that's the sign of a good batsman now, Musad. It's not the hits down the ground, not the premeditated stuff. It's how quickly he reacts and adjusts his batting now. And that's, again, the growth that he's shown in his game.
96-run partnership, Emma, of just 57 deliveries.
We talked about who's going to emulate Imad Wasim and Niazi, and it's
These
Azam
two,
Khan,
yeah.
Fahim Ashraf tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Makes room, this one. That should not be a wide.
Nope, that is not.
Good delivery, and Karachi could do with some dot deliveries right now.
Yeah, they need the wickets, though. I think that's what will set the game in their favor right now.
Even a single wicket of
How well they're
Azam
running
right
away
now.
with it. Sorry?
Even the single wicket of Azam right now.
Yeah, I think Azam Khan's wicket is the key here because with Shadab and Asif Ali coming in next, you still have a chance at this.
63 off 33. He's batting like a man possessed. Good delivery again.
Good bouncer there from Andrew Tai. Not over his shoulder, asking questions, Azam Khan, but I think that was a fair delivery. Not a bad over so far from Andrew Tai. That boundary and a couple of singles from it. 2 deliveries still to go, though. That can change. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out the video after this Basit because I'm not very familiar with Guilty Gear.
Oh, that's going to be wide, even though Azam did move towards the delivery.
But I think that should be wide regardless because
correct
that was
call.
too far. Yeah, way too far. But it's cool to know that you moderate some Tekken players too. That's pretty sick on Twitch, I'm assuming, or somewhere else.
Who?
Basit.
Well, that's awesome.
Basit Ali 92. I mean, look, in the context of the partnership, Fahim's done a decent job, right? You're putting up 100 runs in 10 overs, essentially.
Yeah, man, it's
between
fine.
these two,
I mean,
so
Islamabad are in just complete control right now.
yep.
There you go. That's another poor delivery. Terrible from Andrew Tai, honestly. Rip up this man's contract if you're a Karachi fan.
Oh, send him back.
Down the leg
Absolutely,
side, it's
right
a
now.
bad, good length delivery. And all Azam needs to do is just guide it to a boundary. Easy pickings.
Just needs to help it on its way. That's a 100-run partnership between these two. Once again, rescuing Islamabad from a very dire situation. But Andrew Tai, with the field inside the circle, cannot be bowling this. This is criminal. This is criminal. He is stealing a living here at the PSL. Odin Smith or Andrew Tai? That's a good question.
That's a good delivery from Andrew Tai.
Yeah,
I think I would pick
better.
Odin, actually, Emmett, quite comfortably.
I would actually take Andrew Tai in that discussion. I feel like Odin might have at least picked up a few wickets for you here or there.
No, so you would have picked Odin, right?
I know I would. Between the two, as I thought we were picking who's the worst.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, then I would go with Tai as well.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
Tai
yes.
is. We're both tied for Tai, so easy.
Right, folks. It is still a game on here. But frankly, Islamabad will have to capitulate for not to get over the line tonight.
Yeah. No, Basit, that's actually very cool. And if you've got the expertise on Twitch, maybe you can give us some pointers too, because that's always been a platform that we wanted to go after. So if there's anything that we can learn from, more than happy.
Basit, please DM me so we can talk about Twitch.
Okay, only about Twitch though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if anyone knows any has any Discord expertise, वो भी DM करना.
Not the NSFW ones, the
No.
ones that are allowed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
171 for 3 after 17. Is that correct? No way that's accurate. Azam Khan is a striker of 320
In this PSL.
and over, but still, man, that's just wild.
Yeah, it is, of course. But I think that one particular innings that he played, that's probably where he was batting in those overs, right? So, आज खेल रहा है, उस दिन खेल रहा है. अभी भी उसके दो कितने 4 बॉलों पे उसके 15-16 रन होंगे. Listen, man, stats can be deceiving. We need more context.
Right, 31 off 18. Short ball. That'll be a dot delivery.
Ooh.
Dal has your man, Sirkil.
Yeah, he's got the Planet
Like
Cricket
our
Discord.
man, yeah.
So, yo, Dijink, don't do this to me now, man. I can't do this while I'm on air.
What is wrong with you, Dijink? What is
I'm
wrong with you?
so-
What have I done to you?
No, the thing is, the game is so close right now that I can't afford to, but I will as soon as we get to a place of winning.
All right, we need to focus on the cricket, okay?
That's what I'm saying. I can't afford to.
Here comes
The
Honor this
last
time.
two
Full and
games.
straight. This could be out, Emmett. This could be out.
Nope. I think it's going past the off stump.
They've got to review that.
Oh, this could be a game-turning moment.
But why is Amir asking for a review if he's not sure?
I think it's worth a chance here. Because it happened so quickly, no one really knows, but I think it might have just struck him outside the off stump.
KK
He's
look a
not
little
sure.
a little sad about it. A little, their shoulders are dropping a bit.
Oh, it's ball daisy. I can't.
You realize this is leading up to you for like a 6-gallery image of you, Emmett.
I know. I already have one.
That's not out. Terrible review again.
Yeah, that struck him on the toe.
now
or
they've
the boot,
lost both
and that's
reviews.
well outside the line, so it was worth a chance. I think it was worth the risk, and
Boss says you can
They've
just
lost both the reviews.
you can just DM the Change of Pace account if you want, or Sirkil's direct account, whatever you prefer.
yep. Circle, change of pace, whatever you want, man.
Right. Let's
Thank
see where
you.
this is going. Yeah, that's pitched outside off. Impact outside off as well.
It's pitched out. Imagine like you're going left arm over the wicket, it pitches outside off, and you've taken a review. But you know what? Do you?
Yeah, look at desperate times, I guess.
Yep.
Karachi have lost both the reviews now.
They have, and leg by has been given, which means they take 2.
Why is Wasim Bhai not in the dugout? Oh, was that a boundary?
Oh, it went for 4. Yeah, I think it went past third man for 4.
Oh,
off
that's
the-
not.
off
That's
the
not.
pads. Another fortuitous moment. 27 off 16. This game is
27 off
slipping
16.
away.
Oh, that'll be wide.
Yep.
Karachi are losing the plot. And you can hear the Pindi crowd now really get into their roars.
The last thing I tried DMing Sirkil, my Twitter account got locked. Not joking.
यार तुम चेंज ऑफ पेस पे भेज दो उसका भी एक्सेस है सरगिल के पास.
Yeah, the extras have been terrible. I think Wasim Bhai, if he has any influence left on this team,
खुद ही
needs
आ
to
जाए ball
speak to
कराने.
his bowlers. Honestly, he could do better than Amir Amin. Or
Right, here we
Amir
go.
Kai for,
Mohammad Amir.
for that matter.
This time on the pads. This is out. This has got to be given.
No! I think it's pitched outside leg, but this might be a lot closer. I don't think they have the
They don't
review
have
left.
any reviews left. Muhammad Amir, you're the one that used both of them up. That looked very, very close. The Pindi crowd absolutely love the fact that Karachi have no reviews. Emmett, we waited a lot of years for this kind of mood at the PSL, the home and away crowd. I absolutely love it.
I love it too. And I think, again, this is a lot closer, but pitching outside
Still
leg.
pitching outside leg.
Yeah,
Still
that's
pitching
what I
outside
thought.
leg.
Oh, the air fried chicken got very excited.
No more reviews, Amir.
But good over from Amir.
In the air, this could be out. This should be taken.
man's
No, it
land.
just falls short.
Yep, it was always looking like that.
That was going to be a
Sharjeel
tough
Khan
chance for
was not
Sharjeel
gonna
Khan,
get
for anyone,
there.
to be fair.
Yeah, long on was outside, sitting deep on the boundary, mid off, ran around.
I
and
feel like
that
a little
was
bit of
never gonna
pressure is
be a
creeping
chance.
in here for Islamabad, though.
You're gonna have to repeat yourself there.
Sorry, I said a little bit of pressure is creeping in.
Yeah, they still need to pick up the boundaries, right? It's almost 2 runs and 2 runs a ball right now. It's not that easy.
What is this comment? 24 off 14.
Yeah, it was in Munna Mobile. I think AZ tha jab chat pe. We had a lot of fun with the chicken thing. So
Right,
missed
okay.
out.
24 off 14. Islamabad United favorites. Muhammad Amir. Oh, criminal wide. Far too wide. That's not on. That's the
Problem
second
is-
over on the trot that he's balled too wide. So you just can't
Yeah.
afford that.
The problem is he's so afraid of Azam Khan going over the leg side that he wants to only make him play through the cover.
You're right,
and
Emmett. That's
point
exactly
region.
it.
Yeah, and with that, the margin of error becomes so thin and so slim that an inch here or there, and you're going from a wide to a legal delivery.
Right. Is he going to overcorrect? No. Swing and a miss. And now I see that weak zone for Muhammad Amr. Outside off stump, he's struggling a little. For Azam Khan, apologies.
Yeah, because he was going across the line once again, Azam. I think if he would have gone with the angle of that delivery, maybe tried to hit him through extra cover, that could have been 6 because it was a low full toss. Pace on 142. I think he has maybe done something. Johan Bota, the ex-coach of the Islamabad United, once again failing for a team in the PSL.
23 off 13. This is a big, big delivery, Emmett. If this is a dot ball, I think we have a game on.
Oh, yeah. Only problem is, to defend those final 2 overs, they have Amir Yamin and Andrew Tai.
I would be shocked if Islamabad.
If I'm Mohamed Amir, I maybe try and go for a slow delivery pitched up. Maybe have him play across the line and he pops it up in the air.
If he gets a wicket of Azam here, that changes everything.
It's still game on. Yeah, it's still game on.
Right, here we go. Muhammad Amir. This time, beautiful, beautiful. That is exquisite from Azam Khan. He's hit a lot of 6s tonight, 4 of them in fact, but that boundary is the best shot of the night. He moved around in the wicket, made Amir change his length and line, and then placed it comfortably over point for 4. Exquisite.
Yep. Genius batting. He knew where the angle was headed, made Amir think with the movement that he was going to continue outside the off stump, and turns a leg stump half volley into a square drive.
That's the shot of the night. That is the shot of the night, Emmett.
In the pressure situation that is the chase, for him to do that right now, Azam Khan is in sublime touch. Incredible. Mohammad Amir is furious. Getting a sip of water. Azam before he tees off again. 19 off 12 with 7 wickets in hand. This should not be a game that goes against Islamabad United right now.
I don't think the wickets matter anymore.
Yeah. He should get a cake for the 4 over 40 runs that he's conceded tonight, Mohammad Amir. Problem is, Karachi's bowling lineup is so bare bones. Like, they literally have no replacements on the bench. They have James Fuller, I think, and Mohammad Umar, who's not, again, someone that you're going to bring in to replace anyone. So they're stuck with this, and this pretty much is their season in these 2 overs.
19 off 12, Andrew Tai starts off with a good one, full, fast, wide. It's a dot delivery. Every delivery from here on counts now.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to drag your team into that last over and give yourself a chance. But Kalandri Gunnar making a good point. If KK lose, it means that all upcoming matches won't mean anything because both QG and KK will be out. The highest successful chases. Interesting.
Yeah, this will be up there.
Yep. The venue has always been Karachi, Dubai, or Sharjah. This is the first time.
In the air. A lot of height on it. I think it's got the distance as well. No, it doesn't, but it's a mix-up for the 2 Karachi fielders. Where's the ball?
Oh, that looks ugly for Shoaib Malik.
And Malik looks like he's injured. Wade with a spear.
Oh, that's not good for Shoaib Malik. Brings me back to the Champions Trophy many years ago. Shahid Afridi, Shoaib Malik. Malik actually ended up breaking his leg in that incident.
Oh, yikes.
Matthew Wade just saying, I thought I had that chance. Looks like a diminutive version of Christian Bale does Matthew Wade.
What happened there, Emmett? I don't think that was a catch for anyone.
Oh, that could have been ugly for Wade as well.
Yeah.
His knee collided with his head. I hope Shoaib Malik's okay because that doesn't look good. Left knee. The contact injury too. He's down. They're checking him out, but that does not look good.
17 off 10.
Yeah, Dijingyar.
Dijing's been on form tonight, I'll tell you that.
He has been.
I appreciate good slander.
Not on form. I'm just waiting for this match to end, literally only so I can check my DMs.
तुम देख लो यार, break आया.
Yeah, मैं नहीं कर सकता. I know I'm gonna lose it, and that's not good.
Wasim Bhai sitting in the foreground with doping-free cricket sitting in the back.
Yeah, with Musad behind him.
Yes. Right, 17 off 10. Man, it's really been an evening of awesome.
Yeah, it's the Azam Khan show. It's been that way at this PSL so far.
How are you going to say no to him being in the Pakistan setup now?
I don't.
How are you going to say that? How are you going to pick Asif Ali over him?
I think anyone that continues making that argument is a fool. I think with the way that he's batting right now in T20s, I don't care what the situation is, what the opposition is. I want this man in my team.
And, there's plenty of posters out there for Azam Khan. Ahmed said earlier that he's a superstar in the Islamabad team. And suddenly that's being shown.
I'm telling you, people are going to come to the stadiums waiting for him to come to bat.
My only concern is that he's very much leg side reliant.
No, I think we've seen some offside games too, but it's where the ball is going right now.
Oh, terrible. Andrew Ty, criminal. Full toss on leg stump, and that's going to go all the way for 6. My goodness, that is unacceptable, Emmett.
It is unacceptable because when you're defending a match, freebies like this are not needed.
I actually feel for Imad Wasim and Muhammad Amir.
Yep, they're going to swing the match completely in Islamabad's favor. Andrew Ty has been a major culprit this entire tournament, this match in particular. Amir Yamin, Andrew Ty, just not good enough. And the Karachi fans honestly deserve better.
That's just a ridiculously poor delivery under circumstances. 11 off 9.
The game is all over.
That's driven well. And that's going to be 4. Yep. Oh, well stopped. Brilliant fielding.
Niazi.
Niazi with a potentially tournament-saving dive.
I don't know about that, but that kid always puts his heart and body and soul on the line for this team.
If I'm a scout for a PSL team, I'm writing his name down.
But he's the Imran Butt of the PSL, I feel. Batting so-so, fielding great.
Yeah. Right. 9 off 8 now required. Surely not much in it. Surely not from here. Andrew Ty goes wide outside off, finds a dot delivery.
Yeah, that's what he was trying earlier.
That's what he was supposed to do earlier. Not sure what happened with that leg side pie.
Yep. So, 9 off 7, this is essentially a free hit for Fahim Ashraf. He needs to swing for the fences right now.
Yeah, and if it's a wicket though, Emmett, that'll be interesting.
Oh, that will make the game very interesting.
9 off 7, Andrew Ty.
Over, you can still have a bottle job here from the United, but I hope that's not the case.
Full toss. A miss hit from Fahim Ashraf. And, falls short of third man. Tayyip Tahir, the fielder. It'll just be one run out. Is it Azam Khan? No, it's Fahim Ashraf. It's Fahim Ashraf that's been run out, but Islamabad are almost over the line. 8 off 6.
The problem is he's not going to be on strike when the next over starts.
We have a game on. 8 required off 6. It's going to be Amir Yamin. It's probably the most important over of his career.
Oh, yeah. It's a tournament, team making, whatever you want to call it. It's a very late call there from Fahim and Azam, who was very hesitant. I think he did the right thing in the end, though. I think Fahim Ashraf, if of the 2 batsmen I want someone out there, I want Azam Khan to be the one. Yeah, but if they're knocked out tonight and QG are knocked out in the next game, I petition to not commentate until the playoffs. Chalo bhai, Asif bhai. Time for you to get a first ball duck.
Well, this is the correct entry point.
Yeah. Bas karo entry point.
Fahim did sacrifice himself at the end. That's the correct call, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. 8 from 6. On a good day, Asif Ali finishes in 2 deliveries.
We haven't seen too many of those in the last 7 or 8 years that he's been with this team, so...
I like his bat, though. That's a right nice looking CA bat.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a CA. 15,000. मतलब कोई 3-4 लाख का जो बैट है ना ये वो होगा.
Wow. यार 3-4 लाख के बैट आते हैं?
यार आते हैं, बिल्कुल आते हैं. आपको नहीं लगता ये बैट, आपको लगता है सस्ते होते हैं ये बैट?
ये तो है. Right, Amr Amin, here we go. He's warming up.
When is Islamabad Lahore?
Let me see.
Sunday?
Sunday Night Raw? Let me see.
Ooh. Maybe. Yeah, it would make sense for it to be, but
Lahore Multan tomorrow.
yeah.
And then Sunday is Islamabad Quetta, which is dead rubber.
Oh, so Islamabad Lahore is when? On a Monday? Tuesday?
I think
9th.
so.
ये तो फिर हो सकता है भाई फिर तो मैं होऊंगा यहाँ पे
Yep.
Thursday night. All right, cool.
Right.
See you
8
there,
off
Al
6.
Mudeer.
In comes Amri Amin. First ball. Asif Ali smacks it for 6 over mid wicket. There you go. I told you on a good night this man can finish it in just 2 deliveries.
Oh my god.
And even Asif Ali couldn't mess that up against Amr Yamin.
He's a bowling machine, Amri Amin, hitting that good length again and again. He just doesn't get it right. The opportunity presented itself, and a complete choke jaw from Yamin and tied tonight.
Yep, that was the one delivery you didn't need to bowl. Asif Ali, with only one thing on his mind, has done what his team needed him to do.
Ahmed, he has one job, and what was that?
To bottle it.
Yeah, he can't finish it.
Nice
Bravo.
recognition of Asif's ability by Azam. And comes
Yep.
Amri Amin. This time it's skied over mid on. That'll be 4. Islamabad United win by 6 wickets.
He called game.
That is what we said that Asif Ali can do. Finish it in 2 deliveries. But it's not about him tonight. It's about Azam Khan. Big Red as they call him. He's taken the league by storm. And he's knocked out Karachi Kings from the PSL 8. What an innings. What a marvelous effort from this young man. You can question his fitness. He runs really well between the wickets. You can question him against high pace. Well, he'll hit every single Karachi pace bowler out of the ground. Countless sixes and boundaries. And for me, the icing on the cake, the cherry on the sundae, was that exquisite square drive against Amir in his last over. He is carrying this franchise on his back. 8 fours, 4 sixes, a strike rate of over 175. And between 16 to over 20, he is the most impactful batter in the entire Pakistan Super League Season 8. Of course, Islamabad were always going to be favorites tonight. They are one of those top 4 teams, the teams that look like they're destined for the playoffs. They're competing with the likes of Lahore, Multan, and Peshawar. But this season, more than any in the 8 years we've had, it's very clear that the PSL is now a 2-tier league, and the bottom is employed and occupied by the Quetta Gladiators and Karachi Kings. Those 2 franchises, they've got a lot more questions than any answers they can imagine. Karachi keep continuing to come close, but they just don't know how to finish. Islamabad United are typically that team that never says die. They might have a very ordinary bowling attack, but I tell you what, their batting could chase anything on any day. And firmly and courtesy of that man, Azam Khan. It makes the rest of the group stage, the rest of the league, a bit of a dead rubber. But don't forget, the teams that come 1 and 2 have a 70% more chance of actually winning the PSL, statistically speaking. And they have 2 shots at the title. So now between Lahore, Multan, Islamabad, and Peshawar, the fight will be on to secure 1st and 2nd place. Quetta and Karachi, they need a miracle and a little bit more. They're not mathematically out yet, but like I said, a miracle and a little bit more to get over the line and maybe make it to 4th. It's not about them tonight. It's about the United, and more specifically about Azam Khan, a man who continues to defy his critics and continues to prove that the barriers we place on him are just simply non-existent. Only Pakistan cricket awaits this man now. Every other accomplishment he has achieved. We'll be back tomorrow for more PSL 8 cricket. It's been a great game of T20 again. And I think it's going to be Lahore in action to see who can actually secure that 1st and 2nd place. Until then, take care. Thank you for joining us tonight. And goodbye.
Yeah, can you just check your WhatsApp?